Hignet's corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, clips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises! It just had to be. Dack's corner and it goes. Glance towards goal! And Rovers have taken the lead! And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season. It may well be the goal that sends Rovers back into the Championship.
Good afternoon, Rovers fans, and welcome along to another Rovers watch along as we put ourselves through it all over again with this Blackburn Rovers side, this time at home to Huddersfield Town in our third to last game of the season. We're getting close to the end now. Luke, you are back on a Saturday watch along. Are we going to see a win today? How are you feeling?
I would hope so. I mean, we're playing a meaningless football side who somehow made it to the Premier League, and I don't know quite how a team like Huddersfield ever got there, and are still sitting in the Championship. So I mean, with all due respect to Huddersfield fans, it's a game that doesn't excite me on paper, and I just hope we can get a win on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday.
Absolutely. And Alex, you are taking Joe's place in the top right of the screen today. You've done a substitute appearance on the bottom for Luke. You're in the top right today. So how are you feeling about today?
Just like the incarnation of Sam Gallagher, really. About as useless on Rovers chat as he is on the pitch for Rovers. But in all seriousness, when Luke isn't jumping out the chair expecting a win, then you know it's not going well at the moment for Rovers, I would say. I think this is a bit of a strange one with everything that's gone on in the last 7 days. It's like watching football matches is still slightly weird after the events of the last week. So I'm still kind of trying to put that out of my mind a little bit. But yeah, in all seriousness, hopefully we get the win today. Not that I want Mowbray to be basking in the glory, but just for a good Saturday, I suppose.
Love it. Bit of love for you two already in the comments. Paul, nice haircut. Luke, Jacob,
very good haircut.
Alex is here. Hope we win today. Matthew says Alex here equals Rovers win. So there we go. You two having a positive impact. And I've got to say, we do have a fourth guest with us today. Pop yourself onto camera. The reason Rovers chat has gone all haywire this weekend is because of this one's 9th birthday. He was 9 yesterday. He's in his Rovers away kit that he got for his birthday yesterday. So he's here for the watch along with us as well. That's my lad Archie, who was 9 yesterday, and that's why my weekend has been absolutely manic. And Stephen Mason, that's why we were late, because I've been rushing around like I don't know what for the last 24 hours. But hopefully Archie is a good luck charm today, and we can get that win for Rovers. So there we go.
Even Rovers chat are playing the under-23s now.
That's it. We are. Give the youth a chance. Here we go.
Get Dan Parkin at right back.
Just a few reminders, Rovers fans, before we get started. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please turn on all notifications using that bell icon, and give this video a like, and all of our other videos a like as well. We are sponsored by Blue Rose Capital, and we are sponsored by 𝒑𝒆𝒔
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 𝒑𝒆𝒔 They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.
Thank you to our sponsors, 𝒑𝒆𝒔 and Blue Rose Capital for their very kind sponsorship all season. So the thing that we don't get when Joe's not here is we don't get fancy graphics. So I'm afraid all you get with me is a ticker rolling along the bottom. There is the team news. That's the best you're getting today, folks. So Luke will help that ticker along. There we go. So Luke, as you've just done that, give your reaction to the team news. I guess, a couple of standout ones there. Amari Bell starts ahead of Barry Douglas, and Corey Evans making a start as well. So what's your reaction to that?
Ding, ding, ding. Bell in at left back. Unbelievable, isn't it, really? when you hear the comments that Tony made in the week, and I mean Alex was one that pulled it up in the chat as well, in our private chat, to continue to play players that he knows are going to be leaving in the summer, and he has no, absolutely no inclination of giving them a contract whatsoever. I just think it's bizarre myself. We've got, and a few people have pointed out in the comments now, we've got a very, very talented youth set up. We've pumped a lot of money into the youth, and we've put a lot of emphasis on the youth. And why would we not play them in dead rubber games like this? To me, it just, I don't know. There's just something not quite right for me going on behind the scenes, and we've said it a few times now. Players seem to just be continuing to play, and there's no merit that gets them in this side anymore. Very, very excited to see Brereton back in the side. I think he's been unlucky not to be in the side a little bit more, let's say. I thought he was one of our better players and first man on our team sheet, really, pre-December, and then got that injury and it just hasn't been able to buy himself a start. So let's hope that he has a good game and shows everyone what he can do, because I think he's been very unfortunate not to be in the side. But yeah, I'm past trying to second guess what Mowbray's doing now, and I'm already thinking of putting my feet up on a beach somewhere in the UK because we can't fly abroad.
He's muted. There we go. Alex, I'll ask you for your reaction to the team news, and I'll scroll the subs along the bottom as well, just as you're talking. What's your thoughts on the side today?
Well, I would say that my first thoughts when I looked at the side was, is this an indication of which players are more likely to have their contracts renewed more than others? So, the fact that Bradley Johnson isn't in the squad and that Stuart Downing isn't in the squad, as far as I'm aware, might lead me to believe that those two players are unlikely to have their contracts renewed. It also makes me think, well, gosh, is Amari Bell and Corey Evans both having their contracts renewed? I think the strangest thing for me, and I think I'll just build on what Luke said, that if you tell players that they are leaving the club before the end of the season, which is what Mowbray's stated as true in his press conferences, and then you play those players on the pitch and expect them to give 100%, I find that absolutely crazy. Now, the players that are on the pitch today may be the players that have been told that they're staying at the club. So I don't know that. I don't know which way Rovers have made their mind up on each player that's been picked. But I think what I would say is that it seems quite strange at the moment that we're making our mind up on players before the season's out. I think the club internally probably knows what it wants to do with its squad, but I doubt you'd want to vocalise that to the players before the season's over. I think you'd want players to be trying to bust their gut for a new contract and hope that kind of impetus of wanting that new deal gives you some good performances, because in the last 2 months or 3 months, our performances have been dreadful. So you'd hope that the manager would try and use that out of contract factor to kind of push the team on. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. So I think there's, I wouldn't say it's a bad team. I would say it's a pretty standard team. I don't think there's any major surprises there. I think, once again, we have the contradiction of Mowbray saying he doesn't want to play some of the loan players, and then he takes Barry Douglas out and Tom Tribal and Harvey Elliott out. So, yeah, where do you start trying to make sense of what Mowbray does? I don't really know how to start on that one, but I think I'll leave my incoherent ramblings at that.
Just to pick up something Michael said here, should we keep Bell, cheap cover for Pickering? I think for me, Michael, if our finances are squeezed and tight and, it's every little helps in that sense, I think I'd just prefer one of the academy lads to cover for Pickering at left back. I think it's been a problem area for us for a while. Hopefully Pickering can make that position his own, and you know what, if he has the odd injury here and there and it's an academy left back filling in, then fine for me. I'd prefer us to be filling in those other positions with our funds and money and getting some good signings given the transition that we're going to be going through. And certainly, the team, Parky, is Mowbray trying to pee off the fans now or what? Michael again, TM doesn't trust the youth. It's plainly obvious. Michael. Team news, why are we not including some of the youngsters? Mowbray, we don't want to expose the youngsters' experience is key to their improvement. Yeah, I agree with that, Michael. This was, for me, now we're seemingly safe. This was a perfect trio of games to just really try some players out in some positions and eyeball them and see, how they're going to be doing for next season. So, a bit of a shame there. And Dizzy, just in agreement there. I'm okay with Bell if he's staying for next year. If he ends up staying, Dizzy, then fine. If he's going to be cover for Pickering, then I'll take it. But I think my view is I'd just prefer us to be spending money elsewhere. So that little conversation that Alex was alluding to, Luke, I'm going to come in for you because Leap Year Man's picked up on some of the news that's broken over the last 24 hours. A lot of the journalists close to the club that have got things right over the last few years, particularly Nixon and Alan Myers, are reporting that Mowbray is going to be in his job next season. And that's being backed up by what Leap Year Man's put here about the fact he's looking at signings. How does that make you feel as a fan that he's going to be there next season?
I hate to say this as a Rovers fan, but it really, really cast doubt over me getting a season ticket. And I honestly say that with huge regret. I just can't for the life in me see how the man's warranted, continuing with his job. I mean, any one of us three performs in our, our daily job, our daily lives, with that ineptitude, really, then we expect to maybe have some comeback off it. And it sounds like he just has, I don't know, some kind of bubble around him, and he's absolutely invincible. It's absolutely bizarre for me. I just can't put my finger on what's going on and how he's keeping his job. And I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be as deflated. I mean, Ben Smith's put that, makes him very deflated. I'm sure many fans are going to be in the same boat now, where you're finishing this season and you really just want to get excited for something. You want something to look forward to as a football fan. You just, we're going to be going back on the terraces, and I should be so excited about that. And at the moment, Rovers aren't getting me that excited, and certainly not under Mowbray. I'm just really, really hoping for a different direction at some point.
And Alex, I did on the other side this morning with Richard, the Huddersfield fan, and the more I spoke to him, the more Huddersfield and Rovers and their fortunes this season have been really similar, just in terms of the drop-off of form and that possession-based football that's got us nowhere, because Huddersfield are right up there with Rovers in terms of average possession this season. Rovers are second, Huddersfield are fourth in the overall championship table. So loads of similarities between us and Huddersfield. And Richard was speaking about, just how deflated they are as a fan base, how they might not go back next season, etc., etc. But the one key difference between us and them, based on that chat with Richard, is when he was talking about Carlos Corberán, the side I've seen Huddersfield put out today, he's predicted the three changes that they would make: Pippa, Toffolo and Eiting coming into that side. And he was quite excited about those changes and excited about the side today, and still maintains a view that Corberán, with the right squad and with the right players, will actually do something for Huddersfield. For me, this is different with Rovers, because even though we've had those similarities, we're not looking at Mowbray in that way, because we don't know what his best side is. We don't have that excitement. We're not willing to give him a chance. So, that news that is, circulating the club at the moment, and he is there next season, what does it do for you as a fan?
Well, I think I'd probably just echo what Luke and what some of the comments have said, that you'd have to say it's deflating, it's uninspiring, it's depressing, whatever word you want to put to it. I think what it underlines for me is that although I do believe the owners have good intentions and they've put their money where their mouth is, I think, in all honesty, they've probably not learned any more about the way football works than they did 10 years ago. And I think I just put myself in their shoes and I thought to myself, well, if I won the lottery tomorrow and someone bought me a rugby club, I know nothing about rugby whatsoever. I wouldn't have a clue who to ask for advice, who was trustworthy, who wasn't trustworthy. I wouldn't know whether to sack the coach, which players to bring in. I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing. And if I'll be honest, I think if you gave me another 10 years, I still don't think I'd know what I was doing. And so I think the problem at Rovers is that once the manager has got his feet under the table in terms of and his desk at Brockhall, and he's been there a few years, the way Venky's run the club means that it's quite an inconvenience to get rid of a manager, because the manager's kind of the one that holds the structure together, and if the manager's taken out, then the whole kind of building falls down, and we don't really do anything for a year. So and we sort of got to build the building back from scratch again. So I can understand why there's a big reluctance in the club to get rid of the manager. What I would say is that the thing for me is it's the sirens over the horizon. We will not sell 4,000 season tickets next season if Mowbray is still in situ. I can tell you that because I've spoken to people that have been loyal fans even in the League One season. These are the fans that stuck by the club through the Owen Coyle appointment and through the League One season. And there's many of those fans that are now saying, you know, I'm fed up, I'm not going to renew. And once you start eroding that hardcore, because they are the hardest of hardcore fans when you look at it, when you start eroding that base of fans, then really is there any way back from that? Now, I just think the fans need something to latch on to, whether it's someone new in the boardroom, whether it's someone new in the dugout. It's all gone very stale. And I think the difference between us and Huddersfield, certainly superficially, would be that we've had Mowbray now for 4 years, and we kind of know what his strengths are and what his weaknesses are, and where his deficiencies lie in terms of not being able to find that consistent 11 to really kind of get you in that promotion hunt. And you know, I honestly don't have a clue what our best 11 is, and I don't think anyone really does, to be honest with you. And I think that's probably where our season's derailed, really, when we look back on it, that we never really had a consistent lineup, whether due to injuries or suspension, but not often helped by the manager and the changes that he makes within the game. So all of these things combine to make it quite a concern. I think it's unusual that we'd be going in for signings at this point. Normally the budget is often decided after the season's concluded, after a trip to India. Now that might not be going ahead this year due to coronavirus and lack of flights into India. So that could be a reason for knowing the budget already. But yeah, I have to say it's not inspiring. It's not inspiring in any way at the moment. And I don't know how the club operates this summer to make it an inspiring prospectus for fans to renew their season tickets. I don't know what the club can do to persuade the fans that are and ahhing about renewing their season tickets or have decided not to renew, that it would be beneficial to renew. I'm not seeing anything from the club that will persuade those fans at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you've said there, Alex. And just, you know, to pick off a few things that you've said, that hardcore of fans that you were describing and the season ticket sales that we potentially might have next season really bothers me and concerns me, because I think that people have fallen out of the habit of football and have fallen out of the habit of going to the football. And if there's nothing to drag them back, as you say, then they'll just carry on not going, and they might go for the odd game. And we're talking about a team here that we need every penny that we can possibly get, because our cash flow is low and our attendances in the Championship compared to a lot of clubs is already one of the lowest. And then we've got all these teams tumbling out of the Premier League with parachute payment money as well. So that for me is a concern if we do lose that hardcore and those average attendances keep going down. I absolutely agree with everything that you've said about the owners as well. And I think this run of form, and I said it on a stream a few weeks ago, has just reminded me actually about the root cause of all of this. I think the focus has been on the manager, on the team, on the fact we're not making playoffs. And maybe I'd forgotten about the root cause and forgotten about the owners because they were blindly just putting money in. The root cause remains that. And, you know, whilst they are in charge, whilst they're not having that active ownership, whilst they are effectively acting like your analogy with the rugby league club or rugby club that you spoke about, this is what we're going to get, isn't it? So, you know, that is a concern as well. And I think what really bothers me is just how we've allowed ourselves to stumble into what really feels like a crisis. And Paul's picked it up in the comments that, you know, next season, I'm not expecting. Yeah, so here it is. So Paul says, can't see us doing anything next year, whoever's in charge. I agree with that, Paul. I accept that teams have cycles. I accept that you have your chance. And then when it doesn't happen, because of FFP, because of players going on to better things, I accept that those cycles end. So I'm bought into that. And if it's mid-table next season, fine, I'd understand that. What I don't like is the fact that we're going into next season with this turmoil around contracts, this turmoil around what the starting 11 is. We've probably got 10, 12 people walking out of the door. We've got a manager that nobody likes. We've got a manager that doesn't know his best starting 11. And for me, it just feels like we're really going into the pre-season and into next season in probably the polar opposite to what we came into this season with. We came into this season thinking that things were stable, that we had squad depth, that we had lots of exciting players, that we'd consolidated ourselves in the championship and we were ready to push. It's just going to feel like a polar opposite season. And if you just layer all of those things together, it just, you know, points to that, what you said, Alex, about the season ticket sales and just not inspiring in any way, shape or form. So I guess we've all just got to have some blind faith somehow and just hope that it comes together, hope that we stumble across something, hope that we have a season like Reading have had this season where they came from nowhere, and maybe we might get surprised next season. Who knows? You know, we're into blind faith territory, I think. And yeah, it's it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. And yeah, leap year, man, just to put the cherry on top of the icing. We lost our head of recruitment to Sunderland, don't forget as well. So yeah, there we go. That's a good good one as well. So, yeah, we filled time a lot there. It's 4 minutes to 3, and the players will be coming out to a very sunny Ewood Park in a moment. And the pitch report looking not too bad based on the images I'm seeing at the moment. So we'll see. But Luke, I'm going to come to you first for your score prediction. Rovers fans, get yours in as well into the comments.
It's a game that will win 3-0, but it still doesn't get me off the edge of my seat at the moment. I'm just not excited to watch Blackburn against Huddersfield. I wish we had something more to play for, and I wish the manager and the team was inspiring me. But at the moment, any 11 he picks, I mean, it just doesn't, like I say, inspires the only word. Really. It doesn't inspire me whatsoever. And I think as long as Mowbray's at the helm, I think a lot of fans are going to feel the same way. So, yeah, I think we'll go and win it 3-0, and hopefully it can just give us a little bit to cheer about at best. But let's just get to next season and just see what happens. But, yeah, that's where we are with 3 games to go. It's just there's nothing for us, is there, to get excited about at the moment.
There isn't. And I tell you what, this game could have been so different. If we'd not beaten Derby, my word, this game would have been a nerve-wracking one. And I said it, did I, at the time, that Derby game I just had as a really important one. And boy, oh boy, had we not won that, God, dread to think where we'd be. So Luke's going for a 3-0. Who are you going for, Alex? What's your score prediction?
I think we'll win as well, to be honest with you. I think these kind of dead rubber home games at the end of the season are kind of perfect for us, really, with no pressure on. I think we'll probably win it 2-0. I think what I'll be looking for is some of the players that I think will be here next season, thinking about how the hell we'll put a team together. That's what I'll be looking for, really, to see if we can build a semblance of a squad that can compete in this league next year. But I think, as you said before, Ryan, it almost seems like we're starting from scratch all over again, almost like we're getting promoted from League One again, and we're starting from rock bottom and trying to build a championship side again, all from scratch. So, yeah, that's what I'll be looking for today. The players that I think will most likely be here next season, and the performances that they're putting in, because that you've got to say that unless you bring in 10 to 15 players, which is unlikely with the finance and COVID, that you need those players to step up, because they're going to be the mainstays next season, unfortunately.
I don't know. I think we could have a capable championship side next season. I just don't think we've got a capable championship. Well, we've got a capable championship manager, let's say, but we haven't got a manager that's going to kick us on. And these players are just going to. Alex used the word stale earlier, and these players are going to get stale playing under Mowbray. And I hate to say it, because we were going in the right direction, and I think we just sort of hit the ceiling, and we'll never go further than that under Mowbray, and that's apparent now.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And the players are coming out now. Rovers have just joined Huddersfield out onto the pitch. I'm going for 1-1. I think Huddersfield are sensing that they need something out of this game to be absolutely certain themselves. And I think the fact that we're both possession-based sides, and we like to have the ball and can be dangerous when we don't have it, might just mean that Huddersfield are a bit dangerous in this game as well. So I'm going for 1-1, because I just think that Huddersfield have got this one as a real must-win for them. So I'm sensing a performance from Huddersfield today. Very happy to be proved wrong, of course, but I think they're going to be up for it. So 1-1 is what I'm going for. That's mine. And yeah, we will get ourselves synced up very shortly. Let us know in the comments, Rovers fans, if you're not watching the game, and we will describe the action. Archie, what's your score prediction?
2-1.
2-1 Rovers?
Yeah.
Archie says 2-1
Good man.
Come on.
So I'm the only one that's predicted a draw. You three
You're the
predicted.
most negative.
I know. What's wrong with me? It's the day I've had today. It's playing beggars with my mind, isn't it? Even forgot to put my Rovers shirt on. That's how bad a day it is.
That pitch actually looks brilliant.
Hey?
The pitch actually looks brilliant. I don't
know,
think
it does, doesn't it?
as that.
It's a miracle what a can of paint does, doesn't it?
The other thing I remember about Huddersfield as well, do you remember that game in December, wasn't it? I think it was December. The dark arts that they did that night with the likes of Naby Sarr and Fraser Campbell and Jonathan Hogg getting in the ref's ear and stuff like that. I thought we were quite bullied that night. And I just thought that they were a lot more streetwise. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any of that today, for sure. They have got Jonathan Hogg on the pitch. They have got Sarr on the pitch. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
When we're watching this game, I'd like us all to bear in mind that this side did lose 7-0 to Norwich. So we're not playing a side that's, I would say, one of the best in the division by any means.
Huddersfield.
Huddersfield. So the game has now kicked off. We will get ourselves synced up on 32nd, I think. Luke and Alex, what seconds are you on, just so I know who's ahead?
I'm on 9 seconds, 10, 11.
I'm
12.
ahead, I think.
I'm ahead as well.
Right, Luke, you and I will pause on 30 seconds, and then Alex can count us in.
Pausing never works well for me.
So I'm going to pause on 30. Alex, count us in.
29, 30.
Bang. Do that, Luke? Did that work?
No, it never works for me, that.
Well, me and Alex are synced, so let us know when you're ready.
What are you on now?
41, 42, 43, 44, 45.
I'll come back in.
Well, Rovers have got an early chance here, have we? So look like we're going to fashion a chance, but we've come out to Amari Bell on the edge of the box now.
Amari Bell looks about double the height that he normally does for some reason.
That was brilliant. My stream decided to stop as well.
Could be one of them days, couldn't it, fellas?
It could be. I think it does do this sometimes. Alex, what are you on?
1 minute, 21, 22, 23.
Right. You can count us on 1 minute 30 then, because mine's
26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Right, I'm synced up with you again.
We wasted a chance.
Okay.
We did waste a chance, that's right. Right, let's get a banner going along the bottom. Come on. More overshot.
I might have a game to watch at some point. My app's not playing ball. The power of technology.
Alex going to have to be timekeeper because mine stopped again.
Oh dear. Right. Okay.
Well, Barnsley are beating Rotherham. I've seen that. But Alex, you can count me in on 2 minutes 20 if you can.
Yeah. Well, I'm on 2 minutes 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
There we go. This will stabilise. So Huddersfield now are attacking.
Oh dear.
Into the box. It's a chance, and it's just gone wide. Who was that? Was that Ward? I think he's... No, it's O'Brien. So it was O'Brien that got into the left channel of the Rovers box. He was played in by Bacuna. And I think... Has Kaminsky saved it, or it's taken a nick? Because I think they've got a corner. Yes, they have.
Yeah.
So we go. It's a Huddersfield corner at the Blackburn end, over on that left-hand side. They've taken it short. Oh, there was a little chance there. Cleared away. It's not quite gone yet.
Crossing in here.
Yeah, simple.
Oh, no.
Oh, from the ball right across the 6-yard line in the air, and it's gone away, and Amari Bell can get that clear now. How you doing on the timekeeping, Luke?
22, 23, 24. I'm behind.
Yeah.
You're a couple of seconds behind.
We'll pause on 3 minutes 40, I think. And you count as in Luke.
We'll do 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
You got that, Alex? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We are all in sync after 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Welcome to the Rovers Chat Watch Along.
Good heavens. Good Corey Evans.
So, yeah, just that chance for Huddersfield from O'Brien, and then the corner that was cleared away. But we're 4 minutes into the game now. The pitch looks brilliant, to be fair, and it's very sunny at Ewood Park. I'm just going to get a drink out this fridge as well. Living the dream.
Can I?
Can I? Did you?
Come on, Archie. It's not that bad, Archie. It really isn't.
There we go.
A sunny park always reminds me of a particular 0-0 game with Yeovil Town. I don't know if you remember that game. Probably not. It was that bad. But
and that really did that blow our playoff chances pretty much. Yeah. So we go. Rovers now on the attack. Lewis Travis, oh my word, he was driving. Oh no, it's Brio. Sorry.
Oh.
It's Travis with a foul. So it was Brio that drove and did the poor pass, and then Travis is absolutely wiped out. It's going to be a deserved yellow card. It looked high. It looked a high tackle.
That's what I do on FIFA.
It's on O'Brien. So. That is an outrageously late tackle from Travis. Deserved yellow card really early on in the game. And Archie FIFA special right there on O'Brien.
Do you think that's why the manager maybe doesn't trust Travis as much as he probably should with his quality, that he does get booked after 5 minutes in a game?
I get that, Alex. I absolutely get that. If he wasn't ramming home in the press that he's the best player in our squad and rushed him back against Birmingham and things like that. He's got to be consistent, and that's what annoys me the most. 100%. I'd accept if he just said he's still learning a little bit, we're going to get him under our wing, and I'd accept that. The quality's there. It's just a little, Joe Rothwell with a good press here. We're into the box.
No one in the box.
No.
Why couldn't he just done what he did against Brentford?
I know. Probably better off doing that.
For your information, Barnsley beating Rotherham, which is a good result for us. So
here we go. Chance for Rothwell now. I thought he was going to do a bit of Brentford, but he's given the ball away, and now Huddersfield are going to break. And that's looked like it was going to be a good knockout wide to Koroma. And that Josh Koroma is a really tricky player for them. We've got to watch him today, I think.
Howard Bellis would be the one lone player I'd have back, to be honest with you.
I want him back. Oh, Brio. Well done. Brio's in here. Chance for Brio.
That's exactly what we've been missing week on week.
Lovely pass over the top from Adam Armstrong, and Brio really strong to hold off that defender. Yeah, here we go. Gets his body in front, gets away from Toffolo, and he's just hit his shot into the ground, and then Schofield's been able to tip it away. So it wasn't the cleanest contact. If he'd got a nice rifled finish on that, I'm sure that would have been 1-0, but he's just bounced it into the ground. It is a corner. It was tipped around the post.
That's what Brereton's good at. That's his game. I don't know why we don't exploit it more often.
Brilliant.
Really good forward play there. So it's a corner for Rovers. Rothwell's going to take it on the left-hand side. Here we go. Oh,
wow.
Yes! Come on.
That was shocking.
Shocking goalkeeping from Schofield in the net. So Joe Rothwell's taken an in-swinging corner, and he's just flapped at the ball. It's gone right on his throat, and he's just kind of flapped it down. And Armstrong, 2-3 yards out, heads it into the net. So terrible goalkeeping. 1-0 Rovers. There we go.
Oh, that is...
We won't score an easier goal all season than that.
Archie, the good luck charm, living it up. Good goal, that, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, I've not lost the game at Ewood Park, I don't think.
Really? You need to get on the bench.
I'm winning a header there. That's embarrassing in itself for Huddersfield's defence. That's so poor.
Absolutely, yeah.
Pretty much unmarked as well. So there we go. Rovers 1-0 up inside 10 minutes.
3-0.
14th. This is
3-0.
exciting.
If you were happy in the comments with that prediction, read it and weep. It's coming in.
I'm going to look a mug, aren't I, with my prediction?
You are.
It was. Oh, yeah, we'll take that as a set-piece goal as well, yeah, after my comments against Derby and all.
Look at that. Give it Archie till end of season now.
Yeah, you can fill in, Archie. I'm off on holiday.
That's all right.
There we go. Brilliant. Absolutely. What a birthday present. Archie, first name on the team sheet next season. Archie for Rovers, boss. He's loving it.
You couldn't do any worse than Marbury, to be honest with you.
I'd love it. You know, like if there was no pressure on a game, I would love just like a group of kids to pick the side and do the team talk and see what happens. It would be an interesting experiment. You'd probably have like 6 strikers and
Yeah.
Who would you have? What would your team be? What's Rovers' best 11? Go on, you tell us, Archie.
Kaminsky in goal.
Yeah.
Right back Costello.
Yeah.
Centre backs Bellis and Lenihan. Left back Douglas. Centre mids Travis, Rothwell, and Dak if he didn't have an injury.
Yeah.
Right wing Dolan. Striker Armstrong. Left wing Brereton.
There we go. What do you think of that side, Rovers fans?
I'll tell you what.
I'm sending the contract in the post.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 4 years.
What are we talking? A multi-pack of Chris and some pick and mix? Is that what we're...
We're getting a pack of Panini stickers.
Panini stickers and a packet of Chris.
Yeah.
Every week.
Good side, that. I like the look of that side.
That's a great side. Tony Mowbray, if you're listening, your job's in jeopardy. Has been for a long while, but it's in serious jeopardy now.
If Dak had an injury, Buckley.
Oh, Buckley instead of Dak.
Buckley, look at that. Promoting youth. Youth promoting youth. I love it.
So Rovers just in control of this game now. Since we got that goal, we're just playing it around at the back now. Harwood Bellis is going to go across to Nyambe. Oh, no, it's not. It's Lenihan out there, actually. Oh, and he's done a trademark. There was someone there, but there was no one there.
For some reason, I'm always scarred by John Buckley's cameo appearance in the very last Rovers game I ever watched, which was Huddersfield away like 10 years ago, it feels like. And he took this huge divot out of the pitch when he was trying to pass the ball. I'll never forget it, honestly. It was...
What was the score in that one?
We lost 2-1, I think.
Oh, was it when Steve Mounier scored that absolute worldie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet that one.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah. Did you come to that one with me?
Nah, I wasn't going to come, but you said it would be too cold.
Yeah. And I wanted a few beers.
It was very cold. You were
finding
right.
out the trade secrets of fatherhood right now, aren't you? Can't come to that one. It's too cold. Real reason is I wanted a few beers.
Love it.
I think it was that classic game between Christmas and New Year, actually, if I remember correct. Might be wrong.
Yeah,
on
it
that.
was. It was between Christmas and New Year. I'm trying to think who else was it that I think Jonathan had tickets to all three, didn't he? Was the Birmingham FA Cup game, and then
Oh yeah, and
There's
the
another
Birmingham
away
FA Cup game was that comedy sketch when there was a scramble in the box and 3 of our £15 million strike force couldn't get the ball into the net. I don't know if you remember that.
yeah.
It was quite embarrassing to watch.
Oh dear. Right, what we got here is that a throw-in. Just saw Brio or Travis on the ground.
He's the one that got away, isn't he, really? Naby Shah. I would have liked
Yeah.
to see what our defence held up with him as our left centre-half.
Well, to me, it looks like he obviously put all his eggs in that Ayala basket, didn't he? So he was trying to get Ayala, who then rejected us, and obviously Sarr had already been snapped up by Huddersfield. So we then went back aiming for Ayala.
I would have to say that, as far as I'm concerned, Ayala would go down as one of Mowbray's worst signings for me.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ayala should have played a lot more, but then he got an injury, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He should have played a lot more. I mean,
And to give him a 3-year contract with his injury record was just, it was just crazy.
His health insurance premiums must be massive.
to end up relying on, we had Branthwaite first and then Harwood Bellis. To end up relying on 2 young Premier League loanees at centre-back, is just a travesty, really. As good as Harwood Bellis is, I've been mightily impressed with him. Jared's here. What have I missed? We're 1-0 up, Jared. 1-0 up. Adam Armstrong from a corner, a bit of a flap and a bit of a howler from their keeper, and Armstrong headed it into the net from very close range. And also, it's my lad's birthday yesterday, so you might occasionally hear him piping up on the microphone. Don't worry, I've not been sucking helium.
Come on, Rovers! That was my wife.
Yeah, we were unlucky with Wharton as well, to be fair, Matthew.
That's what I'm about to say.
About Wharton, yeah. But he was a nice surprise, wasn't he, in the season, Scott Wharton. It was nice to see him come in and do so well. Don't think anyone expected it, really.
I mean, we never really gave him a chance to do well before that, to be honest with you. I mean, the one chance we gave him of a run of games, he grasped it, didn't he?
Yeah.
What happened to Wharton?
He got injured away at Brentford. I think it was the pitch that... Did he snap his Achilles? Is that the injury he got?
He stepped into a divot on the pitch and he damaged his Achilles tendon, I think.
Yeah. Painful one, that.
But he seemed all right on the stretcher, didn't he?
Yeah, but sometimes it's... once you get the scan and stuff, mate, once they see what the damage actually is.
And over to Dr. Lomax for this one.
Yeah, come on, Dr. Alex. Get Dr. Alex on Love Island.
That'd be class, wouldn't it?
I'm not providing a medical diagnosis live on the internet.
That could be our little new section to Rovers Chat.
Sorry.
At home with Dr. Lomax.
Alex's senior lecturer or whatever's on our stream just going, yep, okay, taking note.
I'm ready to fail this boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not had my orthopedics placement yet, so don't at me.
For those of you interested in Tony Mowbray and what he's up to, he's been consistent. We are winning, and he's sat on that bench chewing his gum very rigorously. And as we break now, Lewis Travis plays it to Armstrong. Brio's going to get his shot away. Tell you what, Schofield had an absolute blinder at the John Smith Stadium when we played them, kept them in that game. Today, he's not looked convincing. So Brio had a shot from the edge of the box, and it didn't look like he kept that at first. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look a comfortable save for him. It did go straight at him. Good save in the end.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. Joe wouldn't have been comfortable with this game whatsoever because the ref's been quite quiet. Seems to have gone under the radar.
And Jared, Archie's 9. He was 9 yesterday. St George's Day baby.
I was born 7 minutes to.
Yeah, you only just were a St George's Day baby. That's right.
On the topic of referees, did you see the VAR decision last night for Arsenal? The offside.
I didn't see it live, but I've seen the still of it, which just looks crazy. Absolute nonsense. And then I saw something else on Twitter as well. Ray Parlour giving I can't remember what the guy's name is, the head guy of Arsenal Fan TV. Just a stupid interview Ray Parlour did with him. I don't know what he was on about, but basically saying that Arsenal Fan TV and the guy who runs it likes it when Arsenal lose because of all the likes and stuff like that. And yeah, there might be some who are like that, but the guy who runs it definitely doesn't. He's always struck me as a pretty reasonable guy, actually. So I just thought Parlour's interview was just daft.
What do we think? What do we think that TalkSport like to thrive off?
Adrian,
well, yeah,
exactly. They like to thrive off the anger and frustration of football supporters when the team loses.
Yeah,
I don't see how they have the brass neck to criticise another channel that's run by fans for criticising their team when they get beat. I think it's hypocrisy as far as I'm concerned.
And it is Robbie 𝐿_Scotty. It is him. And Robbie made that point, Alex, because Ray Parlour was saying, oh, you just, you like it when you lose because you get more views and you do it for the likes. And then he was like, Arsenal Fan TV must have loved it this week with the European Super League and all the extra views and the extra subscriptions. And then Robbie was like, well, yeah, surely TalkSport have had the same extra views and the same extra subscriptions.
Exactly.
Fraser, we've got a really solid and consistent viewership, actually. I think the Preston away game when we won 3-0 is the record that we've had. I can't remember how many it was. That's the highest we've definitely had. But to be honest, it's pretty consistent viewership that we've had, win or lose. But we have spoken about it. If we're on a great run of form, I would love to see how many it would be.
I'd be interested to see how excited the fan base got and how involved they get in Rovers chat if we were on a sort of a promotion push or something.
I think the answer to the question is we don't really know because we've not really done much winning since we started these watch-alongs. So I don't really think we can draw any comparisons between games when I think we've only won 2 watch-along games. So
2 in 17.
Oh God!
Go on.
Oh yes! One out wide. Brio!
What is that?
Oh, I was waiting for the net to bulge.
It could have been Alexis Sanchez then.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I think he's just at the NASA space thing.
Oh, so it was not good defending from the centre back. Rothwell nicks it off him, and then Armour, he's in acres. Ben Brio, and he's hit it low to the left. I thought he went.
It looked like he went over the other corner.
I could have scored that.
It's a big chance for Brio. He should score. He's slipping as he hits it. He's kind of, 10, 12 yards out towards the right-hand side of the box. He just has to hit that crisp. It was Richard Keogh, the man dispossessed by Rothwell. So big, big, big chance for Rovers. He's hit it as he's slipping low and to the right-hand side of the post. That was a big chance, wasn't it, Alex?
I mean, that's the player that we're relying on next season to get us the goals. I mean,
Don't come, Alex. Keep the faith. He's a good one.
I think we all agree that Armstrong probably won't stay just due to financial reasons, and that's fair enough. But we're not going to sign a striker for a small amount of money that will get 20 to 30 goals next season. So we're relying on Armstrong, we're relying on Brereton and Gallagher, should I say, to make up the difference. And you see finishes like that and you think, can that lad make up the difference? I'm not sure. I think he's shown a lot more this season than previous seasons, but we still need some better finishing from Brereton. Although we're in
we do need an out striker down the middle.
Gallagher's been released. He's gone down the left, pulls it across.
Yes, good.
Get in there.
Right on cue. Right on cue.
Right on cue.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Numbers. Where are your numbers?
Numbers. Ben Brio with the goal. Brilliant ball. I don't know who played the ball for Sam Gallagher down the left-hand side, but it was an excellent pass, and it set him down that left wing. And he's just driven into the box and picked out Ben Brio in the middle with a good finish.
I'm never going to live that.
Again. Adam Armstrong with that pass out wide to Gallagher.
Same centre mid.
Here we go. Brilliant. And Gallagher picks out Brio. Perfect.
Imagine we were reliant on Gallagher and Brio. Just imagine that.
That one's getting clipped. I'm pleased it's not me saying stupid stuff this time.
I'm taking credit for that goal. I'm sorry.
𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐻, give us a wave. 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐻, give us a wave.
All I need
Is he there?
He is.
I'm just typing out a banner. I can't engage at the moment.
All I need is Huddersfield to score now.
Oh yeah, you did say 2-1. My prediction's out the window after 22 minutes. What a mug Ryan Hildreth.
I have to take credit for that goal. I'm sorry.
You do. That's getting clipped. You're going in the Hall of Fame.
That is as bad as your reverse jinx the other week, Ryan, on corners.
I tell you what, we're getting a load of joy down this right-hand side. Amari Bell's now driving forward. Go on, Amari. No.
For a new contract.
Amari Bell driving forward and striking a shot. This tells you how much space Rovers are getting down that right-hand side.
You're making me very excited, Amari. You're making me very excited.
I would have kept on going and then chipped over the keeper.
Yeah. Is it Pippa their right back, isn't it? So Pippa must just be so advanced that we've just got all that space to go down that left.
Yeah, by the way, I am claiming the assist on that one. There's a few comments saying claim the assist. I am.
I've got to agree with you, Alex, to be fair. We do need an out-and-out goal scorer, and I think we could pick something up like maybe in League One, like the Ivan Toney sort of thing with Brentford, for example. But I'd love to see Brio play more. I don't think it's any coincidence that Brio starts a game and we're 2-0 up after 25 minutes, because I just think it gives us such a different outlet and a different dimension coming in off that right-hand side. It's a shame. And Michael Sandbach, thank you for picking up on that.
Did I miss one? I've not heard it.
I'm with two absolute liabilities here. If Archie would have heard it, I'm sure he'd have understood.
Right. I'm booting Luke off this stream. He's off.
You have no authority at all, Ryan. Hildreth, no authority whatsoever.
Which one did I miss? I didn't even hear one.
I said that Amari Bell's. I said it. You're making me very excited there, Amari.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even hear that.
So, unbelievable, Jeff.
That is unbelievable. I would have registered that had I actually heard it.
No, it doesn't matter.
You got to remember, I can't multitask. I'm running the stream. I'm doing the comments. I'm doing the banners. I just can't listen at the same time. I'm a man. Come on.
It's gone now, Ryan. It's fine.
Oh, check for Huddersfield.
Oh, it's gone.
Could be in trouble here, Darrell Lenihan.
He's
got a yellow. He has been saved by Taylor Harwood-Bellis.
Well done, Lenihan. You broke his leg. Well
no, don't say things like that. That's not very nice. It's actually Ryan Nyambe that saved him. So Huddersfield play the ball into who is that? 25. I need to just check their side. Number 12. Ward. It's Ward up top. They play it into Ward, who does similar to what Brio did, just held off Lenihan. And then it looks like he's away. He's about 30 yards out, clean through. And luckily, Ryan Nyambe's sprinting back as well because he is covering. The ref's given a free kick and booked Lenihan. But wow, that could have just been Blackburn Rovers all over to be 2-0 up and go down to 10 men. So Huddersfield do have a free kick here. It's going to be Bacuna, I think, that's going to strike it. It's central.
Thank you very much, 𝐒𝐻𝐻. You'd be very proud of me. It was done by traditional Turkish barbers, and it was done very well.
Yeah, I must agree, mate. Looking sharp.
Thank you.
Here we go. So it's going to be Bacuna. And it's hit the wall.
Into the wall.
Lenihan, a lucky boy there for Ryan Nyambe.
Keogh plays for Derby.
Keogh, he did play for Derby, yeah, but let's just say he was involved in an incident, Archie, which you'll probably learn the significance of when you're older.
Tom Lawrence did it.
Oh, he knows.
The former Blackburn player.
You can't blame him. You can't blame him, Dad. Tom Lawrence did it.
I can do all I like trying to protect me boy, but he's obviously just searched it himself.
You said no, I didn't. You said it at training.
You showed me up on camera here. Oh dear.
Big store's a little store.
They were very naughty, Archie. Just don't replicate that behaviour.
Drink driving.
Yeah, definitely not. I'll disown
Richard
you.
Keogh's been stealing a living for years.
Who?
Richard Keogh has been stealing a living for years.
He got really badly injured, didn't he? In the car accident.
Yeah, I think he did his cruise ship because I think he was the one in the back without a seatbelt, I think. And then he ended up just getting obviously sandwiched or whatever in the car.
Why can't we swap managers? Like that guy said on the other side.
I'm just laughing at both comments from Gareth and Hickmet.
Yeah, so
thank you, Hickmet. Like, I'm pleased you like the haircut. And yeah, Gareth, I'm being absolutely owned in my own garage here. Oh dear. So Huddersfield now on the attack.
That's good that Stoke did that.
Yeah, well, we're not bothered about Forest, so don't worry about it.
No, but they're on the same points as us.
Yeah. Tony Mowbray doesn't care about league position, Archie.
I don't know if Jared knows this fact, but he first commented on a watch-along when we were playing Nottingham Forest. And we all thought that he was a Nottingham Forest fan because of the Forest City.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
I don't know if he knows that, but I just thought that would be an interesting fact.
Yeah, we did think that. So Huddersfield have got a free kick now. It's about 35 yards out, but on the right channel. So Bakuna's going to cross this in. Bakuna's hair as well looks like a couple of sausage plaits, doesn't it, on the top of his head there.
Hickmet, feel free to get a picture of Alex Lomax and doctor it as you like and send it into Rovers chat. We'll be intrigued to see it.
How should I change my hairstyle?
Why is Kaminsky doing that?
There we go. So it's going to be played in by Bacuna and Kaminsky lets it go out. Good goalkeeping.
Bacuna Matata.
Bacuna Matata. Hey, you've been watching Luke for too long.
It means no worries. Archie, you're far more amusing than your dad.
He is, yeah. He drains all of my mental energy. That's why I come onto these streams just like begging to be released from the shackles of fatherhood.
Let this guy do the internet.
Oh dear.
Oh my God, this kid is gravy.
There you go, look, Archie. You're getting a lot of love on the stream here.
I didn't know Americans had gravy. I don't know if they had roast dinners or not, but yeah.
So Rovers are now on the attack. Just after a little spell from Huddersfield there, but it's a chance for us. Brio's going to try and craft something on the right, and Huddersfield have earned themselves a throw-in deep in their own half.
If we have problems with left back, why can't we play Downing?
I think it's the for Downing at left back. I mean, I wouldn't be against Downing at left back, but I think he's not played enough this season, and I'd still be worried about his pace at left back.
Yeah, we're a bit limited on frames, Zimmer frames. So, I mean,
well, if you want pace, play Bella Nyambe at right and at centre back, and then it's sorted.
Bella Nyambe at centre back. Hey, you had a good reputation, and now
don't tarnish it now, Archie.
Don't be saying stuff like that.
I'm just saying, if you want pace, put them.
We don't. Yeah, but it's not just about pace. You need defensive ability.
Yeah, it's all about FIFA.
Yeah,
he's 99 for pace. Stick him up top.
Yeah, I think that is pretty much what FIFA's like. I don't play it, but from what I see, it's just all you win the games if you've got 90+ speed players all over the pitch.
Yeah, most people use Varane and Gomez.
And
then you use Lloris and goal.
Not Tyler Maguire.
No. Oh, he's actually the fastest centre back.
Yeah,
I think.
I must say as well, it's worth pointing out. What are we? Half an hour into the game, so we all say that maybe Luke's the bad luck charm. We're having quite a nice win here in Joe's absence. I might have.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. Let us know, Rovers fans. Who is the bad luck charm? Is it Joe? Is it Joe?
And Alex, you've got a pretty good reputation for a boy that saw us lose at Preston on a Friday night. That happened to be on your 21st birthday. We've all had some bad nights as a Rovers chat watch-alongs.
That is the root reason why I'll never forgive Marbury. My 21st birthday.
I was genuinely gutted for that as well, because I just thought about you, Alex, you know, down at uni, down in the southwest, you know, not near your family or anything, on your 21st, and I just thought,
we had a good night.
Yeah, for God's sake, just at least win a game of football for Alex. Yeah. Still didn't bloody do that.
You can imagine Alex when he's in his 70s, he's in his 80s, and he's saying to grandkids, on my 21st birthday, we got beaten. It was live on YouTube. And they're like, what's YouTube? What's YouTube, Grandad?
Are you the Grandad that formed up the clubs with that accent?
Oh, Grandad, yeah. Paul Latham, aka.
We had a question from Jared earlier on about.
Tough crowd.
I can't remember what. There was a question about certain. Do you have this in the UK? I can't remember.
By the way, Stephen Mason, I want to be categorically clear on that. I'm not from Burnley. I just happen to have bought a house in Burnley in later life. Due to it being a little bit cheaper.
Appeared in Burnley and been catapulted there by
Amari Bell. Here we go. Roberto Carlos. Amari Bell. Oh my days. That deserves a goal. Adam Armstrong.
Stand him up.
You heartless bugger, Adam Armstrong. Amari Bell has just marauded down the left-hand side, and he's gone one better than just marauding down the left-hand side. That cross from Amari Bell was on the money.
I don't even want to watch that.
9 yards out, Adam Armstrong just has to put that ball in the net, and he's miskicked it and slipped. Amari Bell deserved better, Adam Armstrong.
I would have flicked it up and then.
Oh my God! What a pass from Amari Bell!
He's not called Alan Shearer. He's called.
Hey, this is about Amari Bell because that was sensational.
Oh, she's just sat there again, going, "Told you."
Oh God, I was ready to riot there after that ball from Amari Bell.
It's actually my own.
Dear, oh dear. What a pass. Chance for Huddersfield there, yeah. Who was it? Karoma.
I kind of wanted to score, kind of not, because then it would be my prediction.
We don't want them scoring. This is Rovers, Archie. So it's a good ball in.
That's the closest you'll get to being told off live on YouTube, son.
Stop talking nonsense.
Well, that's what Freddie said.
It was a header. It was a cross from Toffolo, headed wide by Karoma, about 5 or 6 yards wide, and Kaminsky's just taken the goal kick now. Don't worry about your prediction. We're safe with this.
Seeing as though I'm in the top right corner of the screen, I feel obligated to shout out some stats.
Statman Alex.
I can't remember the last time we scored 2 goals at home in the first start off, and we've got 46% possession. I mean, how many times has that happened when we're in the minority of possession and we find ourselves a goal?
This is what I was on about. Like, this game was going to be intriguing because, you know, I think we are. Joe's done it before. It's Joe Rothwell's down at the moment. We'll just see what happened here. But I think we are a dangerous side when we have less of the ball, and Huddersfield are a side that like the ball as well. So interesting. So let's just have a look. So Keogh had the ball again.
Oh no, he's off. He's going off there.
What's he done?
Over to Dr. Lomax.
Oh yeah, that's a twist. That's a twist. So Keogh again dallying on the ball a little bit. Joe Rothwell's pressed him again, but it's like his legs given way in the grass and he's twisted in a really awkward direction. He's thankfully sat up.
Hope he needs to come on if you.
We'll see. Don't give up on Joey Rothwell yet. He's sat up. Let's just see.
It seems all right to me.
Yeah, it might have just like twinged his back or something. I think he seemed to be holding that back area when he was in pain.
How how was Holtby good for like Tottenham and Frankfurt, where club he played for, and he's like not that decent for Blackburn?
I know. Well, ask the viewers.
He was good at the start.
Ask the question to the viewers. They'll let you know. Ask the viewers. Archie wants to know, why was Holtby good for Spurs? And was it Hamburg he played for? That's Archie's question to our viewers. And he's not been so good for Rovers. Let us know. There you go. You're interacting with the viewers.
I would. My
Jared, I'm waiting on the crisp, mate.
My suspicion is the players he's been surrounded by.
Yeah.
I mean, he is from abroad, isn't he, though?
That doesn't matter.
Well, he's got tribal as well, so.
Well, Derby winning, that's a big
so Alex's view was that he's not been playing with as good players. So that's Alex's view. We'll see what some of the other viewers think about Holtby. Oh, I still can't get over that Amari Bell pass. That just deserved a goal. What a cross. It was like on the money. It was perfection.
That might be the first good cross he's actually put into the box in 3 years.
It was just awesome.
The viewers will be watching this watch along and they'll see like a downbeat, depressed, miserable Luke Kimberley start off. And I've genuinely got off the edge of my seat with this. I've been excited. I've seen 2 goals in the first half. It's unforeseen.
I can't remember the last time, like I said just before, when we've been 2-0 up in the first half at home.
I'll repeat that for Jared as well. Joe's got the packer, Chris, and I believe he's coming round at some point. Venturing into Burnley, he's going to turn his clock back and go back in time to a town called Burnley down the M65 and deliver me a lovely packet of crisps. So at some point, I will taste them beauties.
Dan thinks it's Wycombe at home, which is September.
Wow.
The end of the season.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
If that's true, then that tells you all you need to know, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Holtby did get that injury at Middlesbrough, though.
Yeah, he did.
Ollie said, yeah, that's why Armour missed it. He didn't expect it to arrive. True.
When he saw the cross was on the money, like he just had that split-second moment of, what the...
Shock, yeah. Oh, my God, he's actually crossed the ball in.
Amari passing. Whoa!
When I said Middlesbrough, Wednesday just scored against Middlesbrough.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. The guy who scored against us.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Josh Windass. Is the ref going to give that? No. It looked like a Rovers player was fouled there, and Huddersfield were going to fashion a break. It's Rothwell.
Penrith.
Penrith.
Good man.
Penrith.
I didn't watch the watch long.
Oh, he's
So Rothwell's holding his right foot area now. He seems to be holding the top of his boot. I thought he was holding his ankle at first, but he's not. I wonder if this is a metatarsal or something, or just taking a whack on his foot. Let's just see what happens. See if it's the same injury. Oh, yeah, he's stamped. Yeah, it's Eiting that when he's gone in for the tackle, I think all his studs have gone onto the top of his boot. So painful one there.
I think that hurts.
Hey, see, I heard that one. That was good.
What?
It's Luke with the one-liners.
What, like when I said Bakuna Matata?
Yeah, exactly.
Good man. Yes.
Look.
Windass has scored, yeah.
No one listened to Archie first time, so even I follow, put it on a second time to show us we will listen to you, Archie. The viewers and your dad will listen.
Ollie's picked up on my distracted like Ryan has been today by fatherhood. I'm showing myself up here, aren't I, Ollie? Ooh, yeah, that was a good chance. Ball crossed in and Toffolo just had to dive to head that ball out for a corner. So, yeah, it's Gallagher.
Every time I say there's a chance, it always goes for a corner.
Wow, you're having a good record on your first watch along, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a corner for Rovers. We are at the 42-minute mark here.
What are you on? What exact second?
41, 27, 28, 29, 30.
I just buffered. Well, I didn't buffer. I tried to wipe dust off iPad. Sun was shining on it. I knocked it off.
I really want Bell to score an overhead kick.
If Bell scores an overhead kick, I actually don't know what we're going to do. Like, I'm being serious.
We're just going to be like, bye-bye Pickering, bye-bye Douglas. Bell, welcome to the squad.
Answer Jared's question. What's everyone's favourite Rovers chant of the past 30 years?
Ooh. I'm just thinking, so stuff like, I really like the Salgado one. I thought that was witty when people thought of that.
Pass. Maybe a Kaminsky.
Oh, here we go. Hang on. It's a Ward. He's got through. Chance here for Huddersfield. We need to get a bit tighter. And Ward hit that into the side netting. Lenihan just showed him down the right of the box. And the angle was too tight for him in the end. And he hit the side netting. Kaminsky did have it covered.
No, he should have shot it then.
No, he's too far out there. So, yeah. He's,
then.
Yeah, there is where he should have done it. But driving into the box. Yeah, so it was Harwood Bellis just a little bit loose there, and Ward was set away and driving down into the right side of that box.
I like the Bradley Dax on Tinder chat. Oh, Bradley Dax on Tinder. And Jason Law was a good one as well. That was quite intuitive.
See, I like the
because I don't remember Jason Law chant.
Jason Lowe.
No!
Always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in Jason
I didn't hear that chant because I was always asleep watching him play football by that point. So I'd never really picked up on that one. Sorry.
The spirits are telling me Blackburn Rovers are outstanding.
You know, because a lot of our chants, you know, copy songs and you know, copy some of the other clubs and stuff. I actually really like the Mowbray Had a Dream one. I thought it was a really good one for our club to sing. Bloody hell, Schofield nearly let the ball bounce over his head there.
We've got like a frame for that.
I think from my personal point of view, I went to Sheffield United away, and I don't know if that was the first time this chant was sung, but it was alluding to the fact that Burnley on the European adventure ended up only playing Aberdeen.
Norway or Sweden, Paris or Rome. All they got was
Aberdeen at home.
Oh, here we go. That's what we get for chanting Rovers.
Anti-Burnley chants. There we go.
Imagine if it goes full time like this.
Yeah.
And that's why Mario Bell shouldn't get a new contract.
Viewers. So it's Koroma who gets down the right-hand side for Huddersfield, does really well to just jink back past Bell, fires it across the box, and O'Brien's there in the 6-yard box just to head it in. And yeah, 2-1.
Dreadful defending that from Bell. Dreadful defending.
Yeah, not good. That chance that Adam Armstrong did have, big one in the context of the game. You know, we could have been going 3-0 up. We're now going in at half-time 2-1 up, most likely. So, yeah, big chance missed.
Yeah,
the Shabani on the chant, that was something special.
Oh, Shabani, yeah.
And the very famous, yet to be sung, Tyrese Dolan chant that was made by our very own Joe live on a watch-along.
Oh, yeah, that. How did that one go again?
It was the Salgado one, I think, weren't it? But to Tyrese.
I can't remember what it said. It came to PNE, or came from PNE.
Yeah, we got him on a free. We got him on a free. He came from PNE, Ty Dolan, I think it was. Something like that.
That's right. Yeah, there's 2 minutes added on. We're just going into the final minute before halftime now. We're getting too giddy. Just a little check on our giddiness at halftime there.
Rein it in, boys.
Who are the out-of-contract players would you keep?
Tribal, I'm classing as out of contract because of the loanee situation. Have to get him. I'd have Harwood Bellis and Tribal as loans over a lot of the out of contract people. So if we can get those two on loan, then for the out of contract ones, Joe Rothwell. You absolutely you need someone that can just drive and win a game of football in the way that he can. It's definitely him.
Desperate to see JRC get a contract.
Yeah, oh yeah, JRC, absolutely. If we can have Pickering and JRC down both flanks next season from fullback, that's good for me. So yeah, Rothwell, JRC. I think Johnson, Evans, Holtby, not for me.
I'd like to see maybe one of them just to keep an experienced midfielder.
Yeah,
I think we'll be quite youthful in that midfield area. Should we get rid of all of them? It's just who we keep, really. They're all going to be on decent wages like this, and that's the problem.
Maybe Johnson would be the one to keep, just because he can fill in at centre-back if needs be. It is half-time, Rovers fans. 2-1 Rovers. A big chance missed by Adam Armstrong at 2-0 has been punished by Huddersfield. What are they saying? Nyambe own goal? Am I, seeing something? Did that come off Ryan Nyambe?
I did think that at the time, but then I thought, no, surely not. Nyambe doesn't score goals.
I will update the ticker to Nyambe own goal, but I thought O'Brien got a clean hit on that. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let me know, Rovers fans. I've only seen that one replay. So
I'll let you discuss it, guys. I'm going to go for a little wee-wee. So.
No worries, mate. No worries. Luke's gone. So, yeah, Rovers checked it at half-time, 2-1. Just, Alex, it felt too good to be true, didn't it? We were singing songs. We were, raving about Amari Bell and his crossing, and bang, there's a goal right on half-time. Nyambe own goal. So, sum up your thoughts on that one.
Well, I thought it kind of summed up our season in some ways. That half, I mean, it did look like a dead rubber game. I think both sides are trying to play their own way. I don't really think there's much riding on the game. So you are seeing a little bit of, I would say, lax defending at times. I think, especially from Huddersfield, I mean, their defending's been awful overall. I mean, we could have had 2 more goals, to be honest. I mean, the Armstrong chance and then the Brereton chance before he scored, which initiated my counter jinx. But I think overall Rovers deserve to be winning. I think they've had the better chances. I think you would say we probably should have scored at least 1 more goal with the chances we've had. So, my worry is always, though, that we find a way to concede a goal, don't we? Even when we dominate games, which is a rare occurrence at this point. But, yeah, even in those occasions when we dominate the game, we find a way to let a goal in. And that's why we are where we are in the league.
Yeah, and Luke's back, so I'm going to put him right on the spot. Luke, how are you feeling about that half? It, as I say, just seemed like Brereton 2-0 up, 22 minutes, and then it seemed like really a really comfortable half. And then just right on half time, that little sucker punch. So Huddersfield are going to have their tails up a little bit coming into the second half, and they are probably going to play better and maybe tighten up down that right hand side as well. So how are you feeling about it?
Do you know what? I'm going to be completely honest and say that it's just good to watch 45 minutes of football and get a little bit excited and think that we're on the front foot and see us create chances. It should have been a lot more. We should have been 3 or 4-0 up really in that half, and we didn't look under threat of conceding. So to concede is disappointing. But I just thought actually we were quite dominant, and it's actually good to see that. And I was very, very pessimistic and just downbeat and not looking forward to watching this football match. And actually, it's turned on its head, and I'm quite happy with what I saw in that first half. It's just disappointing the way it did turn out, but I just want to see football that gets me on the edge of the seat. And when Amari Bell's making passes like that, that does exactly that. And to be fair, I've just seen a stat on Liverpool, and we've spoke a lot about Adam Armstrong, and we spoke a lot about Rovers' missed chances. And I just thought it's worth saying this stat is outrageous. So Liverpool have scored 4 Premier League goals from 146 shots at Anfield in 2021, and a success rate of 2.7%. It's outrageous.
That is outrageous, and no logical explanation for that either. No. The players that are injured. Henderson and Van Dijk are the big ones for them. So that is just craziness. Absolutely crazy.
I just thought a really cool start, that.
Yeah. No, in terms of my thoughts, like you, Luke, it was really nice. This was the game I wanted against Sheffield Wednesday the other night, where it's just got that end of season feel. There's no pressure. We're playing a bit of football. Yes, I think we've exploited Huddersfield, particularly down that right-hand side. They have been weirdly open down that right-hand side, actually. And it's not like Pippa. It's not like I've really seen him marauding forward and seen him as a real attacking outlet for Huddersfield. So it's been quite bizarre how open they've been there. That space between Keogh and Pippa. So really good we've exploited that. Really good to see Amari Bell driving forward. Really good to see Sam Gallagher, obviously with the assist for Brio's goal as well. But that big chance from Adam Armstrong, it is, you're a championship striker who's got 20 plus goals and you're missing a chance like that, gilt-edged. Brio missed that chance as well in the box. We should be 3-0 up at half time. And regardless of how bad Huddersfield's defence has been, regardless of their run of form, at this level, you do get punished. And Rovers, can probably count themselves a little bit unlucky to go in 2-1 at half time. So a real shame there. Real shame. So I'll just see what our viewers are saying in the comments. Darwin Rover, good first half performance from Rovers. We need to keep pressing and playing on the counter. Yeah, the press has been good today, Darwin. Certainly seen Rothwell and others doing that. It's been good. And obviously we've let Huddersfield have the ball a little bit more as well. So we're certainly below our usual average. Andy, very reminiscent of Reading at home at end of last season. Yeah, was that 4-3 that game, was it? Am I right? 2-2, 4-3? I can't remember. 2-2. Can't remember. Remind me what the score was, Andy. I think it was high scoring, wasn't it?
No. Nice way, Alex.
Why do you always ask me that question? Stop being so goddamn awkward. Yes.
Good.
Paul, Huddersfield defence poor, but still we don't put our chances away. And yeah, not putting those chances away, Paul. We've been punished on half time there. Alexander, terrible time for Nyambe to score at the wrong end. Yeah, we've absolutely been waiting for Nyambe to score at the right end. So doing it at the wrong end, not good for us there. What else have we got in the comments? Yeah, 4-3, Andy. That was the game. Paul Galley doing well today, as is Brio, but finishing is appalling. That's just building on the point that you've made there. And then Stephen, Ryan, is Armstrong really a 14 million player? Obviously, the running joke I've had on this channel is that I thought we'd get about 10 million for him after the sell-on and stuff. I'd still like to think that a bid of about 15 million is coming Rovers' way for Armstrong with the goals that he's got. But obviously, it just depends how the deal's structured, and it depends who we're selling to. It depends how much money Newcastle get, etc., etc. I think we're going to do well to see in Rovers' bank account, 8-10 million really, once the deal's been done and structured. But I'd say he's worth 14 million. Definitely, Stephen. Anything else? Alejandro, come on, we're playing better. They won't score again. I think they will be more focused on the second half. I think Huddersfield are going to come out a different beast, and Huddersfield are going to be looking at the fact that Derby are winning. Sheffield Wednesday are also drawing, and Rotherham still do have those games in hand. So Huddersfield have got to be careful. So I think they're going to be coming out and obviously trying to get that positive result for them. And then Matthew, frustrated, thought we looked good. Then yet again, another soft, avoidable goal. So Alex, in terms of the players that have come into the starting 11 today, Amari Bell, Corey Evans, and then you can probably say Gallagher and Brio out on those sides as well. Who's impressed you in that first half?
Well, I think you'd have to say Ben Brereton. He made me obviously eat my words quite spectacularly there. And you've got to give him due credit when he does that. So I think what I've seen from Brereton today is what he's actually quite good at, which is getting on the shoulder of the defence and running with the ball. I think when Brereton's season, he's looked like a real threat. He's just not done that enough and on a consistent enough basis. And has he really been allowed to do that with the way we've played and the way we've set the team up? You'd have to say probably not. So I think you would say that overall Brereton's the one that's impressed me. I think Amari Bell has impressed me in aspects of his game going forward. I've seen much more of that willingness to drive forward the ball more than he usually is. He's usually quite timid. But that mistake just before half time, that weak one-on-one defending is just, it's not the required standard for us, I have to say. You can't be letting goals in like that at this level. I mean, it's just, you work so hard to get 2-0 up, and you let that goal in a couple of minutes before half-time. It's just not conducive to putting a season together that will get you in contention, I'm afraid. And that's why we're in the position we're in. That I think the players we've got are very honest players. I don't think they're throwing the towel in. But sometimes in key moments, our quality kind of just leaves a little bit to be desired, I have to say. And I think that probably was on display then.
Muted, mate.
He's muted. I'm like, bah, bah, bah. I was just saying, as much as it's, it's been really nice to see Bell just having the confidence to drive forward and exploit that space. You're right, Alex, right on half-time where, at whatever level of football you're playing, get to half-time, get to half-time, get to half-time. And it was just particularly loose defending from him, wasn't it? It wasn't good. It wasn't close enough. It was too easy for Koroma to just work that space and work that cross. And ultimately we're staring at 2-1 there. So not completely Bell's fault, but, it has to be better there, doesn't it? Luke, Ben Brio, Alex has just pulled out there. I was particularly impressed with some of that centre-forward play that he did early on in that half as well. And obviously a nice finish as well with him in the box, arriving at the right time on that Gallagher assist. If Armstrong does go, and with us relying on Gallagher and Brio next season, are we going to see him as a central striker next season, do you think?
Firstly, just noticed when you got up there, the use of the polo shirt today, you look very much like a responsible dad at a barbecue. So good choice of outfit. Sunshine on that. But I really would like to just see Brio playing on that right hand side, but doing it consistently week in, week out. I think that's his best position. I think he offers a lot from coming in off the right, and as Alex says, playing off the shoulder. I think he's shown this season that he's got the strength, he's got the pace in order to run at defences and actually make quite a nuisance and get into positions where he can cause trouble and create chances. So I think Brio for me is a really, really important player if we're going to play the way that we look like we want to play, and play with them sort of front free and getting forward and causing trouble and creating chances. Whether that then allows Gally to take up a central position and maybe see more of an influence from him in a central position, and maybe the two almost doubling up at times and getting in amongst the goals a little bit more, it remains to be seen. But I think certainly Brio will be a great player for us and a very important player next season. I just, like I said before, for the life of me, can't understand why he's not been playing more since the turn of 2021 up to December. Just such a big player for us, and you can see now he's still that influence on the pitch coming in off the right. Whether we make a new signing up top, that remains to be seen. But at the moment, it certainly looks like Gally's going to be the guy starting down the middle next season. And let's hope that he comes on like Brio was this.
Definitely. Paul, absolutely loving your comment there. Tickled me, that one as well. So funny. Let's see what everyone thinks about Brio here. Ollie, I think Ben will get a dozen goals next season. Liam, calling it now. Brio and Gally to get Rudy Rhodes number goals next season. Dan, if Ben has played central, he will come good. Michael Brio has been in and out recently, baffling. Stephen, Ben has come on a lot from last season. And then Paul, Brio is more knack of cutting in. Gally can't quite manage that. Wish he'd learn the DG layoff technique. So there we go. So the players are now starting to re-emerge. Huddersfield back out on the pitch. We will keep our eye out on the substitutes. Let's see what we get in this second half. But thanks a lot, everyone, for joining us again today. I know the weather's really good outside. I know that Rovers' level of performance recently has not been great. So the views and the people joining us today, great numbers again. So thank you all for joining us and supporting the channel as you do.
I think that's quite harsh, Alejandro. I think Brereton's been fantastic for us this season. We can't honestly judge Brereton on the last few months because Mowbray hasn't been playing him. Whether that's the reason that Mowbray's sitting on the training ground, that Brio's not been up to scratch and not quite been the player that he had in the early season, that remains to be seen. But at the moment, I wouldn't trust decisions that Mowbray's making in terms of picking a side. So I'll probably go with the former and say that he's just been unlucky to not find himself in the side.
Definitely. So the second half is just about to restart. Archie's provided some crisps in the halftime break. We haven't got quality crisps in the house though, because it's all school pack-up crisps. So I'm eating 𝒑𝒂𝐓𝒔.
Good shout, guys. I'm going to go and get a pack of ready salted. 2 minutes.
Ollie, I'm watching by the pool. Where do you live again, Ollie? I can't remember where you live. So the second half has now restarted. 30 seconds into it.
Got the secret millionaire in the chat.
Yeah.
With the swimming pool in the back
I can't
garden.
remember where Ollie lives, though. I should know that. What ready salted you got? Are they Walkers?
No, just Aldi's finest snack rights.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the supermarkets are available to shop from.
Oh, Michael. When did you have that out?
Oh, man.
Oh, look at that.
That is mint.
Oh, happy birthday, Archie. Look, £9. Sadly, that's going into the Bank of Rovers chat and not yours, I'm afraid. But Matthew, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that.
You've got to buy him a pack of crisps now for that, Ryan.
I know.
You'll have to ask Dan to transfer that money.
Yeah. Everyone do a little. Everyone spam Dan on the Rovers chat Twitter and tell him to send the £9 to Archie.
Yeah.
That's the right thing.
Rovers chat invasion.
Who did we get invaded by again? I can't remember which channel it was. It was some weird.
It was against Cardiff, wasn't it?
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then we went and equalised, didn't we, and invaded their channel. It was absolutely brilliant. Oh, sorry.
I didn't actually know a cyber invasion was a thing, but yeah.
Sorry, just a temporary pause there as we were finishing the crisps. Nigel, you have absolutely pulled us up on our munching of the crisps. The noise carries. So Huddersfield just on the attack now. Ward lays it in. Eiting on the edge of the box. Oh, just managed to get the block in. They were looking a little bit dangerous there, Huddersfield. Pretty horrible lead in football, isn't it? 2-0. And then if it goes to 2-1. Not that I'm complaining after Rovers.
Once again, it's a bad reaction to conceding a goal, isn't it? I mean, I know it's a meaningless game, but we seem to do that every week when we concede. We always have a bad 15 to 20-minute spell.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. You know, normally you'd almost wake up after conceding a goal and almost bounce back, but we seem to get worse. I don't know why.
So Huddersfield in the Rovers' third at the moment. They've played a lovely ball out to Toffolo on the left. It's crossed in, and we have managed to clear it. Kaminsky's going to have to do well here, and he does. Really good hands from Kaminsky. That ball had deflected up and was spinning in the air back towards his goal, and really safe hands just to collect that ball. Good keeping.
How much is Kaminsky worth, Ryan?
Keepers, obviously, at championship level
Way
are
more
always
than 10 million.
Hey?
Way more than 10 million, isn't it?
In my eyes, yeah. But sadly, if you consider what David Raya went for, I'm trying to think of other comparisons that there might have been in the championship.
We bought him for less than $1 million, I think.
We did, yeah. We'll make profit on Kaminsky when we sell him. I don't know, Alex. Like, his value to me is worth more than 10 million, but his value in the market is what, probably 5 million?
I think Elliott's coming on.
Okay, we'll look out for that. Oh, here we go.
I think it's probably around that figure.
Good pressing from Rovers. Can we fashion a chance? No.
I think the fact that he's made the Belgium squads probably pushes his value up slightly in the eyes of any potential clubs that would be looking to buy a goalkeeper, I think. When will Mowbray make his 4 subs at once?
Oh, don't.
If that happens, honestly, I'm signing out. I've had enough.
That was just a joke the other night, wasn't it?
Oh, is that? Oh.
No, he's not giving a free kick. Oh, Schofield has absolutely spooned a kick out for a throw-in. He's not looked the same as John Smith's.
This goalkeeper has been very shaky.
He made that worldy save from Armstrong, didn't he, in the game at the John Smith Stadium? And I think all round he's been a good keeper from this season, but he's looked very shaky today.
He looks like you with long hair, Alex.
Oh dear.
I think when you meet me in person for the first time, you will determine he looks nothing like me at all. He looks about 6'5". I'm about 5'5".
If Alex were a 5-a-side goalkeeper.
Arnold, is there any kind of Belgian Premier League players or people in similar clubs to where we got Kaminsky from that Rovers should be looking at? There's clearly
Pointers from Belgium.
Yeah, dream on. But anyone from that recruitment that we did recently, anyone that you'd go for, Arnold? Right, you're talking nonsense. I'm speaking to Arnold about realistic targets from the Belgian league. Yeah, my player of the season would be Tommy K. Ross. Tommy K for me all day long. Thomas Kaminsky. Sorry, Alex.
Isn't the Belgian league Dutch league to make like a combined pyramid?
Yeah, I think they are. Okay, Arnold, no worries. Huddersfield definitely an attacking force in this second half. They're certainly putting themselves on the front foot.
There is a centre-back who plays for Lyon who is pretty good from Belgium.
Yeah, we can't get people from Lyon and clubs like that.
No, but he's like a subs person and he's actually decent.
Rovers need to get some counter-attacking going here. Oh, go on, Brereton.
Dance. Brio. Finish.
Yeah.
Adam Armstrong.
Get in.
There we go. Huddersfield were looking dangerous at the start of this second half, but defensively loose again down that channel, down the side. This time it's the left-hand side, Huddersfield's left that we've gone. So down our right, long throw in from Brio. Not Brio. Was it Brio who took no, Travis took the long throw, I think. Really intelligent long throw through to Brereton, who was just running down that right wing, drives into the box, drive. And then right on the byline, pulls it back for Adam Armstrong, who's 6 yards out, empty net. Thank you very much. 3-1 Rovers. Get in.
Simple as that. That's the Brio effects.
Yeah, and it was class from quick thinking from Trav. Absolutely leap year, man. Just threw that throw in into that space where Brio was. It was brilliant.
This could be like the MK Dons game, you know, when it was 4-1.
Oh, yeah, you did go to that one as well in the League One season.
That's like my first game at Ewood Park.
The first one you can remember at Ewood Park. I did take you when you were younger, but you probably don't remember it. We lost 2-1.
Trying to take the I'm a great. I've been a good dad. I've took all the games.
First game of the season against Wolves at home. When who scored? 𝒑𝒏 scored, and then someone else scored. It was 2-1 to Wolves.
That used to be a
Oh, is that when 𝒑𝒏𝒄𝐿𝐷𝐒 nearly got the equaliser?
Yeah.
That's what lot screen used to be.
That will have been 2015, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think it was the 14-15 season.
I was 2 or 3 then.
All the way in the Huddersfield. No, cleared.
There we go. Well, pleasing. Blackburn Rovers doing things logically. So we lost that 2-goal lead just before half time.
Oh, gosh.
We go and get it back again. Brilliant. We can relax a bit again now. So 3-1. Loving it.
I didn't get what Kaminsky did then. He just ran up to Travis and got the ball.
Well, the ball was being shielded and Kaminsky came out and got it.
Commanding.
Very commanding.
Me?
𝐂𝐻𝐻's debut. Yeah, there we go. 𝐂𝐻𝐻's debut. 𝐂𝐻𝐻 spaghetti legs. What a signing he was, though.
𝒂𝐻𝐻 and Dabo. Wow.
It was 𝐂𝐻𝐻's boots. I mean, if you look at the boots that are on the pitch these days, he wouldn't stand out. But when he played for us, he was the only one with them bloody pink salmon boots. This looked a disgrace.
I was going to get them.
You don't want to be telling that. You're a black boots lad. Traditional black boots, no colour.
One.
Get some dubbing on them.
Jad's armour.
Lovely.
Who's on the edge?
Lovely. Oh, yes!
4-1.
Sam Gallagher scored an absolute worldie.
Schofield's had a mare there, unfortunately. So
Hey,
Rovers
wow.
again. We've got the ball, nicked it down the right channel. Armstrong looked like he lost the chance for Rovers, but he spots Sam Gallagher on the edge of the box. And he's hit a shot, and I think Schofield should save it. Let's just have a look. Armour nicks it back, drives in the space behind Toffolo, checks back, pulls it to the edge of the box. Gallagher, yeah, it's straight.
So bad.
Yeah, it's just outside the box, central. The ball's gone straight at Schofield. Gallagher's hit it as like a kind of curling shot, but it is straight at him, and he's just palmed it into the corner of the net. It's 4-1. Rovers going mad.
I'm glad I went in here now.
Yeah, we're glad you came in here as well. 4-1 Rovers. What is going on a watch-along?
It's a fair point from Matthew that I will pick up on that. If you look at the replay of that goal, Brio's buzzing, Gally's obviously buzzing, and Armour just looks completely disengaged. That's interesting.
Yeah.
If we're playing this one against Huddersfield, play it against Rotherham.
Oh, no. We're not having this child in with us.
No.
I will be muting and turning off cameras.
Oh, we
I want to know here.
What's going on there?
I don't know.
Second child. It's worth adding if anyone in the I'm sure Ryan will pick up on it later on, but if anyone in the comments wants to get on the post match, there's a space for one of you guys to get on as a guest. So if anyone can, that'd be absolutely great. I know that the boys on the post match will be most grateful to have you on there. I think it's Saturday night Secca. Jonathan Secca is going to be leading it with Ollie as the second guest. So absolutely, if you want to get on and make a 3-man panel or even a 4-man panel, just get in contact with the guys at Rovers Chat on Twitter and they can sort that out for you.
Absolutely.
So I can do my 9-year-old on the watch along with us. Matthew, I am absolutely not having that other one with us on the stream, my 4-year-old. So I just had to escort him off the premises.
Yeah, Ryan, we just touched upon the post match, and I know that we're looking for a couple of guests, aren't we? Maybe one guest, two guests, or
yeah, definitely. Jonathan's going to be hosting it later, which I'm sure you've said. You know, I'm not there tonight because of the birthday festivities, but yeah, go and join Jonathan and Ollie, and you know, seems like Rovers are going to win this game, and I'm not going to be there to do Groundhog Day, so that's bloody typical in itself as well, isn't it? So yeah. Get yourself on the show and go and chat to Jonathan. He'll do a good job.
Oh, we're in again here. Go on, Brereton.
There we go. Joey Rothwell. What is going on?
5-1.
They are, I mean, it sounds obvious to say this now, but you can see why they lost 7-0 to Norwich now. They are so
I've said it before,
loose.
and I'll say it again. Huddersfield.
They are so loose. So, again, Rovers turn the ball over, and Brio plays it down the channel for Joe Rothwell, who's in Acres, pulls it across for Armstrong, who's also in Acres, rolls it past Schofield. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Runners in behind. Huddersfield looked shot.
MW Outlaw, where was this team all season? I think you can just look from maybe January onwards and see that Brio's not been playing. I think he's made a huge difference today.
An Adam Armstrong hat-trick.
I think my reflections on this game are that it's extremely rare that a side in this league arrives at Ewood and plays into our hands the way Huddersfield have today. I mean, it is quite reminiscent of the Wickham game for me. You know, a side that isn't high on quality going to Ewood and giving the ball away in the wrong areas. And we do have enough threats at the top end of the pitch to punish teams who are so lax at the back. And it's often been the case this season that teams have come to Ewood and just tried to spoil the game, and we can't break those sides down. But, you know, when sides come and be cavalier with it, we win easily. So it's one of those things, isn't it?
I didn't expect this in the slightest. I really didn't. I thought they'd be really dangerous today with this game, the one that they're thinking to stay up. Like, I've been so surprised with Huddersfield and so surprised how loose they've been at the back, particularly in those wide areas. It's been shocking.
They're and Armour seems to thrive off Brio running them channels because it just gives him so much freedom inside. He's not getting dragged out. He's not having to take shots from, you know, stupid areas. And you've seen it today. He's got a hat trick. But we've got to look at what we're up against today. And Huddersfield, and particularly the keeper, have been so poor.
Oh, the keeper's just...
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if they go down, it'd be no surprise to me. If they do get caught by Rotherham, it'd be, like I say, huge shame for the fans. I know, obviously, the chap on the other side today. But, yeah, it's such a bad side.
It should be 7, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
It could be a cricket score, this, if we carry on at this sort of ruthless streak.
Rovers haven't played particularly. It's not been amazing from Rovers' point of view, has it? I mean,
no, we've been clinical.
We've been clinical and we've attacked quite well, but it's been by no means a scintillating performance, and we're 5-1 up. I mean, it's really, really bizarre game.
I can't believe this. I just wish there was something on this game. Like, I feel a bit robbed that we're getting a 5-1 with nothing on it. Oh, brilliant. Right, we are making some subs. I can see Jacob Davenport.
We've not seen enough of him either for my liking, to be honest with you.
Great player.
Wow.
Everybody in the comments sign a petition to not get Joe back on a watch along now, I guess.
if you're there, Joe. I don't know if you are, but
We say it in jest, Joe, of course.
God, this is just mental. I don't know what he's doing today. I can't remember what he said, but he'll be gutted with this.
Alex has absolutely taken his place in the postage stamp.
Well, I might just be the good luck charm secretly all along. I don't know why, but yeah.
You just didn't get a happy 21st birthday, but other than that, you've been
pretty
prolific.
It's been a pretty. I think I've got the best win rate.
Well, I think in a run where we've now won, I think it must be 3 in 18 after this one. You must have a 66% win rate over your 3 games. Is it 3 games?
Yes, I think that's
pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
What do we do if Venkis decide to give a contract extension by the number of goals scored to the manager?
Oh, wow.
A year for each goal.
Hopefully it's a day ago.
Richard Keogh's going off. That's quite telling for me. Centre-back coming off 64 minutes. He looked a dejected figure. He's been ran ragged, that man. Edmonds Green has come on.
Sounds like he's privately schooled. A very nice surname.
Why are Huddersfield playing around the back when that is crazy?
I'm just in complete shock. Just did not expect this in a million years.
I'm sure you didn't, Ryan 1-1 Hildred.
I know. I look a right fool. Not for the first time. Wow.
Shots on target 7. Wow.
We've scored 5 of them.
That's a good idea, Steve. Are we doing England watch-alongs this summer for the Euros, or is that outside of our remit as a Rovers chat channel?
I don't know. I don't think it's outside of our remit. I'm going to one of the games, hopefully, if I can get through the second ballot that there now is for the 25% capacity. But
second ballot, wounded.
I know, exactly. So people have had the chance to return their tickets. So I don't know how many people remain with tickets, but yeah, it's just a ballot for the remaining 25% capacity.
We're getting like a shed thing, aren't we?
Yeah. You too. Oh, what a hit!
Like that with his keeper.
Adam Armstrong with a rifle from outside the box, and Schofield does tip that one over the bar with a flying save.
What was that 5th goal?
Is a good fair distance here, and he's hit it left-footed.
Oh, that was close, that.
That was left foot.
What was our 5th goal like? I didn't see.
Oh, yeah, you were...
I did.
You were doing security on your little brother, weren't you? It was Adam Armstrong.
Yeah, I heard you said it's a hat-trick for Armstrong.
So there we go. 67 minutes, Rovers corner after that save from Schofield. Come on, Harwood Bellis. Let's have a goal for Harwood Bellis. I want to see it. Rothwell plays it in. Oh, headed away. Here we go. Chance to put that back in. It's played back out for Rothwell. He cuts back onto his left and he goes for a curling shot. The way that the keeper's playing, you just weren't convinced.
He was going to miss the ball when it was just going to trickle into the corner. 6-1.
Yes, Ethan. Steve, what the Spirit's telling us, Ethan, absolutely spot on.
They keep playing the same way. Huddersfield playing the same way.
That means Wycombe are kind of better than Huddersfield because we lost to Wycombe.
Don't remind us that we lost to Wycombe.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
We don't want to hear nonsense like that.
Well, we won 5-0 against them, so that's even.
So I'm just looking at the table, actually. Wycombe need a goal to to keep themselves up. They're currently 6 points behind Derby, and they've got a significantly worse goal difference. So they either need a Birmingham goal or a Wycombe goal, or else Wycombe are gone.
That would just be bad for Gareth Ainsworth.
Barnsley.
Good for Rovers, though.
You've got to say that Rotherham still look the most likely to get relegated. You know, they've got to win at least 3 of their 4 games.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. I think that Birmingham result was a sucker punch for them. You know, you have to beat the teams around you to obviously be in with a chance, and for them to lose that goal late on the way they did was a sickener. And then the Middlesbrough game, they were just so unlucky, weren't they? They went 1-0 up and then lost the man, and that game was only ending one way from that point.
No wonder Norwich won 7-0.
Hey?
I buffered a little bit then. Can I just check that I'm in sync?
Yeah, I'm on 69, 40, 41, 42, 43. Yeah.
I don't know. This side isn't dead and buried already.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful opposition. We talked about Millwall and talked about how poor they were against us, but this Huddersfield side is absolutely all over the place.
Just how loose they are at the back. I'm
disappointed we've conceded, to be honest.
Yeah.
If Huddersfield don't go down, if Huddersfield go down, Bacuna deserves to be in the Championship still.
He's a bit of a hit and miss player, though, I think, Archie, from what Huddersfield fans say. He's, on his day, brilliant, but I don't think they see it enough. He's certainly got the raw ability. Corberan just looks tired. He looks scruffy.
He looks like a day drinker, doesn't
he? Yeah.
I don't want to bring out like the Brexit argument, but do you think if he wasn't a disciple of Bielsa that he would have been sacked already?
I don't know. That chat I had this morning with that Huddersfield fan was interesting. That I think they do feel like there's a manager in there, and it's that he's not at his best side or whatever. I don't know. There seems to be a bit of support for him still. I don't know. He can't be on that much of a wage, so I don't think it'll cost that much to get rid of him. But I mean, really, you got to look at with how Rovers have been playing. You cannot be losing 5-1 to Rovers. You absolutely can't. And then obviously that Norwich result as well. As much as they are top of the table, 5-0 down, weren't they, at half time, and to lose that one 7-0, just not good. First time we've scored more than 2 goals in over 30 games. Is that is it the Preston game? The last time we did that, then is it Preston?
Wait,
Preston at Deepdale.
What? That was the last time.
I think so. So Ryan Nyambe's gone down with an injury here. I didn't see a tackle, so just see what's happened here. Seems to be holding his ankle area, so it's not his hamstring, so that's good.
This Huddersfield side is worlds apart. Oh, why are we making 4 changes again?
4 changes.
What is the point, man?
Roll up, roll up. The Tony Tombola is live on.
It's like we're winning a game and he still makes 4. It's like, there's no method in this madness. It is madness.
And you at least give players the chance to build their confidence. You know, for me, I'd be playing Brio and Gallagher for the whole game, build their confidence up, play Rothwell for the whole game, let him build his confidence up. Guaranteed that those 3 will probably end up coming off.
Buy the cheese and rice.
Why do they have to come off? They've been good.
Well, we'll see. Nyambe is going across to that other side. So it looks like Nyambe is going to go off. Elliot Bennett is on the side. So I think it will be Bennett for Nyambe, definitely, because Nyambe is trudging off. So let's have a look. Rothwell is coming off for John Buckley. So there's the first one. Gallagher's going off, yeah. And is Brio going to be the other one?
I hope not.
I mean, those three, I just build their confidence, get them, firing on all cylinders.
Who's playing right wing?
It's Adam Armstrong.
Armstrong, get in.
At least Brio stayed on. Brio stayed on, so that's good.
At least
false 9.
Now we get to see more of this false 9 nonsense.
At least Dolan can use.
Yeah, so it's Dolan, Buckley, Bennett, and who was the other one who I'm missing? Buckley.
Yeah.
Have come on. It's Rothwell, Gallagher, Nyambe, and Armstrong who have come off in that 4-player team.
To be fair, now we've injected that pace up top. We've got obviously Brio as a driving runner alongside Dolan and Elliott. This could be.
Here we go. Elliott already Elliott exploiting the space. Goes out. Go on, Bell. Get there. No.
Oh, it's a rubbish pass.
Straight away, Harvey Elliott exploited that space in front of the defence. So, yeah, you're right, Luke. We're going to see some driving, I think.
This could, it could get silly.
I just think I would have, you've got Davenport on the pitch. I think I would have took Corey Evans off instead of Rothwell and just keep those attacking players on. And
yeah, go mad.
Oh, here we go. Karoma driving nicely right across the box. It was a great ball. No one on the end of it.
This is part of the problem, though, when you change 4 players, is it just upsets the momentum that we've got. I mean, you've got now 4 players trying to fill into an 11 that's been free scoring with 5-1 up, and it's going to take 5-10 minutes now for these boys to get into it. There's only 15 minutes left. It just seems a bit pointless.
I've got to say as well, this is the busiest ticker we've ever had, I think. I'm going to run out of characters.
That also makes a difference as well, that we've got they got the pitch today. And the pitch clearly is making a big impact on our result and how we play.
Definitely. So 75 minutes, 15 minutes to go. Let us know how you're feeling, Rovers fans. Let us know how you're feeling. Got to be happy with the 5-1. Sets up Saturday night brilliantly. Here we go.
100% 5-1 though, Dad.
Oh. We clipped that ball over down to the right wing and Schofield came out and retrieved it. And I thought he just knocked it to Benno, but he didn't.
Are we mathematically safe if we win this one then?
Yeah. We are, yeah. Just looking at the table, it's because of Derby.
Yeah, because Derby won't be able to get more than us. Neither will Sheff Wednesday or Wycombe. So yeah.
Even if we were, with the way the results are now as well, even if we were to lose now, we'd be safe by virtue of the goal difference as well. So, yeah, Rovers fans, that's reason to party. We're safe. The Rovers are staying up. The Rovers are staying up.
We could get top half.
That's pushing it. Let's just see if we could.
We could.
We are 4 points behind Stoke in 12th. Luton are also on 57 as well. I think it'll be a tough ask to finish top half, Archie, but we'll see.
No goal difference. If we score like...
Well, Millwall are already 6 points ahead of us and 2 games to go.
No,
so
if we score like 15 goals.
Well, our goal difference is already the best. So it's Stoke and Luton. They can't, if they win one of their... Luton have got 2 games in hand on us as well. So I think top half is out the question, personally.
Isn't the only reason Barnsley are in the playoffs is because...
Oh, here we go. Hang on. No. So Huddersfield had a corner and it came to the edge of the box and the shot was scuffed and it fell to Aarons, who's come on as a sub for them, I think, who then just skewed across high and wide. Our goal difference is a nonsense.
In the position that we're in.
You've got all around us, Luton -10, Preston -10, Rovers +9, Forest -7, Bristol City -16.
No, look at Coventry.
Coventry -17, Birmingham -18, Huddersfield -22.
No, look at Wycombe's though.
Yeah, we're not looking at... Leave Wycombe alone. -34.
What, 35? 34?
Yeah, -35. They are losing to Cardiff now as well. So it looks like Wycombe are going to be confirmed as relegated today as well, which is a shame for them.
No.
So Rovers on the attack again. Brio just on that right is coming back inside now. He's looking for the pass, but he goes back outside again. Elliott dancing.
Has the 6-point deduction been like decided officially yet in court? Because could there be like a legal challenge about the deduction and then it get removed and all of that kind of nonsense? I'm not sure if that's still possible.
Oh, goal! Off the line, Sar off the line.
Oh,
Defended. No, watch the replay, Dad.
We're gonna watch the replay of this. Oh,
So
just
bad.
really bad. So Davenport plays it in for Dolan. Dolan gets his shot away, and defender slides across it, loops the ball over Schofield, who was committed. Naby Sarr did really well to get it off the line. And Rovers have had a corner, and
chance.
yeah, it was. Players are still up from the back from that corner. That looked a meaty tackle on Bell, but they're going to break away now, Huddersfield. Stephen, Adam Armstrong, Ryan. What did I say about Armstrong? Sorry, Stephen, I've forgotten. Oh, Ollie. The 2 games I decided not to buy is Derby and today's game. You need to invite Joe Harvey round for a pool party.
That's maybe the charm that we're all talking about then. It's Ollie, it's none of us.
Maybe it's just me.
It is actually just you, Archie, to be fair.
Next game we'll see.
Oh, goal difference. Yeah, sorry, Stephen. Yeah, Adam Armstrong. Yeah, literally all his goals.
Is he top scorer of Ivan Tony?
Still Tony, I think.
Is he second?
So we are 10
10
minutes from the end. It feels nice to be relaxing on a watch along, but here come Huddersfield and we get it clear. Looked like they just fashioned a chance. But yeah, nice to just have a nice relaxing watch along. Brilliant.
Yeah, it does feel strange to be in the last 10 minutes of a game relaxed about the result. It's it's alien, isn't it?
Archie, stop stealing my spotlight, Junior. Oh dear. It'd be nice to see Dolan score. When was his last goal?
Preston.
Was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh no.
Here we go. Koroma just coming down the left, cuts in onto his right foot, and that is a cracking finish from Koroma.
Great goal.
Brilliant goal.
I mean, they're not really.
So it's 5-2 to Rovers now. Josh Koroma had got the ball, just came into the box, fashioned it onto his right foot and just bent it from about 18 yards into that far right corner. Let's just have a look. Could we have done better there? It's Elliot Bennett who's the defender. Does he ever get close enough to Koroma here? Not really. He's backing off. Doesn't really engage, and just Koroma says, okay, thanks very much. I'm going to bend that into the corner.
Absolutely dreadful defending.
Yeah.
I don't think Huddersfield.
Not good. I think Benno backed off way too much there. Just did not engage Koroma. Lenihan is livid, to be fair. You could just see that on the replay. Lenihan is not happy with that.
I don't know.
And Derby have gone behind at home to Birmingham.
Oh.
So that makes things interesting.
Why does it still say 5-1?
I'm changing the ticker, that's why. Let's just have a look. Koroma. That was 82 minutes, wasn't it, that he scored?
So
Told you we had an active ticker here.
Hold on.
3-1.
What, 3-1 to Birmingham?
No, to Norwich.
Oh, Norwich.
how have we conceded 2 goals to this side?
That is the Rovers way, Alex.
I mean, Karuma's goal was definitely the best.
Yeah, it was. Good goal, that.
Pause.
Oh, me stream's paused. Brilliant. Thanks for doing that. Right, you're going to have to tell me, boys, what minute and second you're on.
83, 43, 44, 45.
I'm going to pause on 55. Or 56, sorry. No, it's just whiz forward. I'll just do bang on 80. Oh, hang on. There's a replay going on now. So
Oh, all right, yeah.
messed up my clock. 84:07 I'll pause on.
6, 7.
Thank you. I don't know why it paused. So Huddersfield have got a free kick, which Dwayne Holmes is going to take. It was a foul down the flank, so it's a chance to cross this in. They've got men up. This would be the Rovers way, wouldn't it? So let's just see. Let's get this away. Holmes is going to cross this in. They've got a load in the box, and it's gone. Oof, what a terrible free kick. You've got your men up from the back, and he's just hit it over.
Oh.
Reminds me of Barry Douglas, that one.
So we are nearly at 85 minutes. 5-2. Yeah, Ollie, how have we scored 5 goals against anyone in our current form?
Yeah, how?
Fair point.
And yeah, Michael, we've conceded 4 to them this season. That is also another fair point.
Did we draw 2-2?
Ooh. Ryan out. Hashtag Ryan out. FM. Oh, FM. How could you?
Harsh.
Gives me stream. Yeah, leap year. I think we've seen that today with the 2 goals we've conceded. The one-on-one defending, you're right. You know, Benno for that goal there was just backing off way too much. And I think that's what Lenihan's annoyed about, because Benno just did not engage him. Didn't engage Koroma in one way, shape or form, and he got his shot away. And then for the goal in the first half, you know, just too easy for Koroma to fashion that chance for the cross on Amari Bell that time. So, yeah, definitely the one-on-one's not good. It's a 5-2 goal fest.
Come on, Corey Evans. Let's see if you can get it. That'll wrap things up nicely.
Yes! Oh.
Go on, go on, go on!
Go, Corey! Oh, blocked. Am I behind you two?
I think I'm a bit in front of you guys. I'll just wait for this attack and then I'll...
Here goes Brio. Comes back inside for Corey Evans. It goes back inside to Davenport. He's looking for the pass. Nice ball in for Dolan. Dolan with the left foot. Oh, I think Schofield saved that. He must have done
that.
It's a tame effort, really, with his left foot from Dolan from the edge of the box. Just a slow shot. It looks like he's taken a nick off someone, or maybe Schofield did touch it. So Rovers have got a corner.
Philip Schofield.
Not Philip Schofield.
Although he would have probably done a better job, to be fair, Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go, corner for Rovers. Headed away by Saar. Can we keep this in? Keep it in, Harvey. Yeah. Elliott's kept the ball alive on the right-hand side. Tries a little trick. Didn't come off. So 2 minutes to go in this game, plus the stoppage time. Probably 3 or 4 minutes added on, won't there be? Maybe 3 minutes, I'm sensing, with the result not in doubt. Have you caught up with us now, Luke? Oh, great little ball from Elliott. In for Dolan. Nice turn. Can we get the cross in again, Brio? Oh! Absolutely levered the ball in and nearly took Harry Toffolo's head off. He's all right.
Nearly hit his hand.
We're on 88, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10. Is that where you are, Luke?
That's a great phone number.
What are you on? Go again.
88, 19, 20.
19,
Corners
20.
cleared. Buckley. Oh, he's been dispossessed.
Oh,
Given the foul.
19, 20.
88, 29, 30, 31, 32. Is that it?
Just going again.
Huddersfield have got a free kick in their own half, though. Just as they were trying to break, there was a foul there.
Remember when Armstrong scored that screamer against Cardiff?
Yeah, that was a good goal. That was on a bingo card recently as well.
Was it?
Yeah, on a Rovers chat bingo. Here goes Brio driving down the right. Here we go. We've got 2 on the overlap. Benno's on the overlap. Foul, referee.
Penrith.
Hey!
Love it. Elliott's going on the overlap. Brilliant. Into the box. Crosses it. And it is away.
Huddersfield's defending when Brereton had time to dive, get back up and pass the ball without getting tackled.
They've been so loose down the flanks. So loose. What are you on now, Luke? What is he doing? Corey Evans.
That's why Corey Evans has not scored in a very long time.
He's
scored a goal.
And I think he tried that on the volley or something, did he? Or I don't know what he was doing, but the ball's just gone
even
so
more
wide.
was thinking to himself then.
Do you think he learnt from his brother?
Yeah, with that shooting, probably. So we are on the 90-minute mark now. We're going to see what stoppage time we've got after they've stopped showing the replays of Armstrong's hat-trick and our other goals, in fact.
I want to see the 5th goal.
It's a man of the match then. Who are we saying? You know, when you win 5-2, there's probably a few candidates. I think Brio's driving. And that
Brio
exploiting. Yeah, Brio's been...
Even though Armour's got a hat-trick, it's Brio for me.
But I will say Armour today has played some really nice passes. You know,
yes.
He's done some good link-up play. So a good team performance from Armour, actually.
I think you'd have to go with Armour because of the 3 goals and the all-round play. But I do think any other game, you'd have to say Brio because I think he's really shown today that he is capable next season of doing something, which is encouraging. I said before the game, didn't I? I was looking for players that will probably be here next year and how they're doing. And I think that's probably one of the bright spots, isn't it? That
yeah,
if he gets a run of games and can show that quality, then I think he is a good player.
Definitely. So it's 3 minutes added on by the referee in this game. We're 1 minute and 20 into that now. Good defending there from Harwood Bellis under pressure. So can we get a 6th goal? 6-2 would be lovely, Rovers. Come on, let's have it. Good little pass in from Bell. Oh, Buckley, got to be better, son.
That's
the ball's still alive. Bell's retrieved it. There's a pass inside into the midfield area for Davenport if anyone wants to, but no, they haven't.
I would say Arm's man of the match.
You're going Armstrong, are you? Definitely between Armstrong and Brio, definitely. Can make a case for both of them, I think.
Remember when Jack Payne played for us?
Yeah, I do remember. That was a random one.
Random thing is going to my head.
Here goes Bell. Bell's driving. He's driving. Go on, Amari. Oh, we've got a free kick. This is going to be the last chance for Rovers. It's a free kick about 30 yards out. 2 minutes into the 3 minutes. Oh, Michael.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate that. £1 for each year to Tony's contract extension after this game.
Imagine.
Oh, dear. Simon, do you want the Desmond gift here at the end of the game? We can still play it for you once it's full time. John Buckley looks like he's going to be the man to strike this free kick. Now, if he was to bang this in...
It's going to be Benno.
No, not Benno. Benno wants it. This would seal it.
You've got to be joking me.
Benno top bins.
No, Benno did it against Wimbledon.
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh.
No, that was like, you know, that goal
it was
scored against Wimbledon.
So
he persuaded the other members of this team that he's the man to take that free kick.
It was. He went down the side of the keeper. He didn't go over the wall. He went down the keeper's side. It was an easy save for Schofield in the end, and that is full time. Rovers have won the game 5-2. Who would have thought that Rovers would score 5 today? Who'd have thought that we'd have a nice, relaxed watch along? Who'd have thought it would be an easy win? Well, actually, Luke and Alex thought that before the game, and I was the mug that thought 1-1. So that tells you everything you need to know, how much I know about football and Rovers. So, Luke, Alex, bang on with your score predictions today. I just need to learn to be more positive. But, yeah, Tuesday night.
A win by 3 goals. I predicted a win by 3 goals. I didn't think we'd concede against that side. Really, really poor Huddersfield team, that. And like I said during the watch along, if they go down, I wouldn't be at all surprised. Really, really poor side.
No, and just looking at the results, I did see it in the comments. Derby losing or lost, Rotherham losing or lost, and Sheffield Wednesday losing as well. So Huddersfield not out of it yet, but probably going to be saved by the fact that Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday can't get to that points total now that Huddersfield have got. Rotherham can, but they need to win those games in hand. So it's looking like 2 from the 3 of Derby, Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday for the relegation. Adam Armstrong's grabbed the match ball. He takes that home, his second hat-trick of the season for Rovers. Maybe his last one for Rovers and at Ewood Park. We'll see what the final day of the season brings against Birmingham City, of course. But Alex, I'm going to come to you first. You've had times this season where rightfully you've not been too happy with Rovers and maybe been glass half empty at times, but you're on the watch along and we've won handsomely. You've got to be happy. You're smiling.
Of course I'm happy. I think I'm happy whenever Rovers win. I think we're all just a little bit upset about what could have been today. We wish this could have been a game to get us into the top 6 and we were still in the hunt for the top 6, but obviously that's not to be. So you just take the wins as they come. I was really impressed with certain players today. A little bit concerned about our slack defending at times. I think that's still showing signs of being a bit of a weakness. But yeah, I think overall you've got to be delighted when you score 5 goals at home when you win a game. That doesn't happen very often for us, so you've got to take it when it comes. And I think my reflection on the game was I just can't believe how bad Huddersfield were today. I mean, just dreadful and in almost every aspect of the game. I mean, the way they approached the game, just the lax attitude towards the game, the way they defended, just desperately poor from them. And, they deserved the beating that they got today by 5 goals. I mean, you can't play like that in this division and not get punished for it, and they did. So, yeah, I think, got to be delighted with that today.
Yeah, and they were, defensively. I mean, I really do not recall Pippa and Toffolo being any kind of attacking threat today. I won't they're getting to the bylines. So for them to be so open down those flanks, and in particular that their right-hand side in the first half where we were getting all that joy, it was just crazily bad for Huddersfield and played right into our hands, as you say, Alex. And, well done on Rovers for exploiting those spaces with Gallagher and Bell as well in that first half in particular. So it's really good. And Luke, Leap Year's pointed out here, the last 18 games on the whole has not been the most enjoyable. It's been a grind. It's been Groundhog Day. Even the 2 games that we won, they were grinds, weren't we? The Derby game and the Millwall game, they weren't the easiest on the eye. What a brilliant game just to sit and watch today and enjoy. And as Leap Year says, it's been a long time since we've been able to do that, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, it makes you get your passion back for it a little bit more. We were talking about exactly this at the start of the game. You're hearing rumours that Mowbray's going to be the manager next season. You're hearing things, whispers about contracts, etc. All in all, it's not really getting you truly inspired. And as a football fan, all you want to see is your football team win, and your football team win convincingly, and get you a little bit excited, give you something to cheer about. So today, in amongst some fairly uninspiring moments that we've had, and certainly some real poor games that we've had to sit through, we've just had something that could just get us a little bit cheerful and give us something to smile about. So I'm chuffed to bits with that. To win 5-2 in whatever circumstances, you've just got to be chuffed.
Yeah, you got to be chuffed with that. I'm really happy. Really pleasing result. And Michael, clinical today. Simon, today shows what that we are a team of confidence players. We need to recruit more soldiers to get us through the winter games. And then Ben, great result against a very awful Huddersfield, but a win's a win. Still conceded 2 goals. Tony will gloat a lot. His head will explode. Still not the man to take Rovers forward. And yeah, Ben, you know, we're not going to sit here and say, oh, everything's changed. All is forgiven. Absolutely not. You know, in terms of the long-term aspirations of the club, I think most people have made their mind upon that. But we will enjoy this win. We will savour this win. The sun is shining. We can go and enjoy the rest of what is a nice day. Rovers have capped it off nicely for a change with a nice, brilliant victory. John over there in Australia, balanced team selection, but the opposition allowed us to run over them. Yeah, they did. But pleasing that we were able to exploit that. So we'll end the watch along there. So I'm just going to say thank you to the 2 of you that did the super chat. Do your campaign to Dan at the Rovers chat site if you want to see that £9 make its way to Archie's bank account. You're going to have a word with the boss. We can't make that happen. It's all in the Rovers chat coffers. So you need to go and speak to him. But thank you all for interacting with us today in the comments, as you usually do. We absolutely love doing these. And Stephen, you're very kind with your words there. It's always a pleasure for us to bring you the live content and sit and enjoy these games with you. So together we are definitely strong, and we love watching these games with you. So yeah, that's me done for the live streaming today. You've got a bit of Saturday night secca after me with the post-match review. So go and join Jonathan and talk about this game and talk about the fact that we've scored a lot of goals. We're safe. You know, we've exploited a weak Huddersfield side today. Go and make all your points with Jonathan. Dial into the show if you want to, and you can go and join them. But yeah, we will finish the watch along right now. So Luke, Alex, have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your evening. Rovers doing it the right way today. Archie, you're going to say bye to everyone.
Bye.
There we go. You're going to have a good rest of your birthday weekend as well. We'll say bye to the Rovers viewers, and I will leave you with our 2 sponsor messages as we usually do, Blue Rose Capital, and we will leave you with our sponsor message, 6yardsout.com. Have a good rest of the day, everyone. See ya.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.